We know you are cheap. The world knows you're cheap. Sony knows you're cheap. Rockstar knows that you're cheap. The people that talk the loudest, you guys, have the most to lose. That mystery of us not knowing, we now have all the data. Sony has the financial data. We went over that financial data. Rockstar had that data. We went over the leaked Rockstar data to find out that you guys don't even support the game you want. You want a new Grand Theft Auto, you didn't support the last one. They didn't put out a Grand Theft Auto Online for their health. Then what you did is made a spin-off of it, which is Grand Theft Auto role-playing. Rockstar makes absolutely no money from that. Rockstar makes no money from your mods, and you know this. But still, you demand any and all of the best studios, the best game companies out there to cater to your will. Why? There's no financial benefit to listen to you guys. This is the video I wanted to make last week. The data wasn't there anyway. I was half asleep. I have like 5 to 10 times more exciting data that I've been compiling, I've been researching, I've been double checking, I've been triple checking, check 5 times, check 10 times. The AI is fucking tired of me. That's how much I've been checking. If you're a hater of PlayStation, you're not going to want to watch the rest of the stream. If you don't like Sony, you're not going to like this stream. If you don't like me, myself, JayTech, you're not going to like this stream. If you didn't want this day to happen, don't stay. You're not going to like this stream. It's not going to be a stream for you. You're going to cry. Your heart is going to be broken. And it's all your fault. You put your fucking eggs in a shitty ass basket with multiple holes. And everybody told you not to. And you still did it. I hope people like Oh No It's Alex, Joe from Seattle, Klutzy King, I hope you guys make videos on the Steam machine today. By not making videos on the Steam machine for the platform you say is better than Sony, better than PlayStation, better than the PlayStation Store, better than PlayStation Plus, you prove that you're a hypocrite. Go down with the ship all the way. That's your ship. You love Steam, right? Steam is the best. All the Steam summer sales are just so fucking pro-consumer. Cover this. Cover the fact that they released a $1,000 console competition box that's weaker than the lead platform. It's weaker than a base level PS5. And it's getting completely shitted on by a PS5 Pro. Remember, you guys lied to everyone in the comment section. You say nobody wants a $1,000 PS5 for one game. Well, the PS5 was never $1,000. You lied about it. I saw people lying about that shit as early as today. And what's funny about that lie is that Valve actually launched a $1,000 box. The lie that you guys been running around the internet with for the last fucking couple months, that shit happened. But it was for you, not for us. It was for you. If you're a fucking PC fan, run, hide, go to your troll cave. It's not going to be a good time for you this week, man. I'm letting you know, this is a PSA. I'm trying to save you. I'm probably the nicest person you're ever going to meet. The other PlayStation fans, man, they're going to tear you apart. And I'm not even going to do anything to stop them. I'm going to get tons of popcorn this week and maybe go take my ass to a liquor store once and get me something light and just chill and watch the chaos. Thursday's going to be really bad for you guys. Really, really bad. PSA. And don't say I never fucking told you, because I've already tracked it, so I already know. And if you know me, I don't have to fucking ask you. You already know you can trust me. I've already checked the Amazon.com bestsellers for the United States of America. I saw a fluctuation of the PS5 physical for $650 go from number 28 as high as number 23, and that was between Sunday and Monday. Sorry, my fault. That was between Friday and Sunday. So between Friday and Sunday, PS5 Pro went from number 28 to number 23 in the Amazon bestsellers for the United States of America, the top 100. That is very interesting because, again, we know about the pre-orders. We know about the fake rumors and the fake prices. We're not going to listen to any of that until it officially comes out. But the thing is, that hasn't really made the best impact, in my personal opinion, until this Thursday. But still, people are buying up PS5s. I didn't see Pro trending. One thing I will say is if you don't own a PS5 now, you have maybe 2 days. You might have less. I don't know what's going to go on. I have a bad feeling that the scalpers will buy up the public PS5s right now. They will wait for all the hood gamers that are going to need a PS5 to play Grand Theft Auto 6 this holiday, and they're going to hold that console hostage at a much higher price, and it will be $1,000. Listen, this is your boy JayTechTV. I'm not like everybody else. I'm not selfish. I don't have a fucking script. I believe in the truth. And the truth is, if you don't buy a PS5 now or PS5 Pro now, it's going to be a bloodbath between Thursday and Sunday. It's going to be very difficult to find one. There are a lot of PC fans that believe that Rockstar will just magically announce the PC version on Thursday. That will not happen. The way that they've saw you guys pirate their games, the way that they've seen you guys mod their games for the benefit of getting around paywalls, they don't like you. Again, there's no financial gain from the PC community. And we know this because Rockstar and Sony came to this conclusion literally around the same time frame. Rockstar made a decision not to release Grand Theft Auto on your platform, and PlayStation made the decision around the same couple months to not put more games on your platform. Rockstar vaguely said they know where the money is. It's on console. PlayStation was up front. They were like, we're not making any money. It's very inconsistent. And we know this. You guys are very picky. You're going to play Hollow Knight because your shitty ass PC can run it. However, when you turn around to a Uncharted 4, how many of you guys ran that game? You didn't buy it because it was expensive. You didn't buy it because you couldn't run it. These are facts. I got all the data to prove it. It came straight from Steam themselves. The entire PC master race is a complete fraud. It doesn't exist. It's a lie. The PS5 Pro proved that. Because once PSSR 2.0 came out, I want you all to realize the Digital Foundry did not do PC versus PS5 Pro with PSSR 2.0. They never did those comparisons. They stopped comparing them. I'm going to take my break. I'm going to be back. Trust me, I got a lot of fire. It's going to be a crazy stream. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, I'm back and I'm ready. What's going on? Wait, oh, that sounds weird. Testing. Oh, okay, that's better. Okay. We're here, we're back. We're gonna be on camera. It's a big day, it's a big day. I wonder if that unboxing scene is ready. Looks like it's ready. It's missing that red alert. The blue frame. I did set this one up. Cool. We'll use this one. So, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy JayTechTV. Let the record show that I was right. Many years ago. Fuck, I'm looking for my brush. What the fuck? Give me 8 more minutes. I mean, not 8 minutes. Just give me 8 seconds. Pretty sure it's around here. Oh, come on, I found it. What the hell is that? Oh, that's our rating screen little thing. Okay, we're all good. Now I'm back. So, for the last 10 years, or for almost 10 years, we're gonna go check the record. I have been. That's one more thing. Oh, that's too bright. Cool. So roughly for about 10 years, I've waged war against the PC community. It was something that was unheard of, something that PlayStation fans said, you can't do that, you're not supposed to do that. You know, they have more powerful PCs and stupid shit like that. And I was like, yeah, that's true. But for some reason, I'm finding change.org petitions of them begging for our best games. You know, if they're the master race, why do they want our games? If they're the master race, why do they want to be involved in the console war? Console war, PC master race. Like, we're supposed to be beneath you to the point that you don't even acknowledge us, that you don't want our games. That's like asking a homeless man for his cardboard box instead of the pillow that you're sleeping on. Like, you want, like, it doesn't make sense. The logic never made sense to me. This is why I went after these guys. That's why I dug deep. That's why I've exposed these guys for 10 years. 10 years. Because it just didn't fucking make sense. None of this made sense. Why did they want our games? If they are already superior, why did they want our games? And then, you know, last year, I started to like dig deeper. What the fuck is the PC Master Race? Do they exist? You know, can I prove that they don't actually exist? You know, can I prove that, yeah, PlayStation putting their games over there, that PlayStation not making money? You know, it's been 5 years. Can I piece together the 8 studios related to the PC strategy that got closed down? Can I piece together the 10 plus games related to the PC porting strategy that got canceled? Can I piece together that Bungie was not a good financial decision in order to cater to the PC community? Can you piece this all together? The answer is yes. For everything. The PC Master Race doesn't work. Sony lost money on the entire strategy. I would say anywhere between $4 billion and upwards of past $6 billion. And trust me, I've done this research, and you already know everything I've been saying for the last couple months has been coming true, like that, like that, like that. So, now that we know all of this, what is the PC Master Race? What do they play? We got to figure this out. We got to figure out what they play, what are they about, and why you, as a PlayStation gamer, you're better than them. It's easy. Let's go over to the full screen so we can go take a look at all this. Thank you guys for your patience. This is the PSL OG breaking news. And we do have a lot of it. So first of all, okay. So what we want to do is we want to go take a look at some of the other stuff and what this means. I don't know what this shit is. I'll go take a look at this shit later. What does all this mean? What do they normally play? I think the best thing to do is to go to their Steam database and go see what they normally play. We got a link up here somewhere. And I know the music's loud. I'm gonna push it down. So. I went way too far for that one. If you guys are here for the fuckery, get something to drink, get something to snack on. You're gonna love it. What is the PC about? What is the PC Master Race about? We're gonna go into the most played games because the last time we were over here, there was the same most played games. So, you know, am I crazy? No, I'm not crazy. When we came here 2 weeks ago, not this Monday, but literally. Oh, established but has become a member. You get a big W for that. Shout out to you. So now, I want y'all to take a look at this. It's the same games. That's the PC Master Race. The PC Master Race is all about playing the same low games. All right? They don't take a lot to run. You don't take my word for it. Why do you think 1 million concurrent people are on Counter-Strike 2? It doesn't take the most advanced piece of a PC desktop rig to run. I'll say that too. Because a lot of PC fans nowadays, they're not your traditional Master Race members. They don't have high-level gaming PCs. They are gaming on either Steam Deck or another PC-centric handheld. Maybe most of them on laptops. They're not on the level of a PS5 Pro. And they never were. And again, that's the whole thing. This game was number 3 when we looked at it roughly around last Monday. So we got PUBG, that game's old as dirt. Counter-Strike 2, which is, again, a nice polished remaster of Counter-Strike 1. Dota 2, been out forever. Mecha Chameleon, again, anybody can run that shit. Path of Exile 2, respectful. 5M, Bogo Cat, Rust, old games, easy to run games. Marvel Rivals, very competitive, so it's down there, but very valuable, very popular, so it's up there. Grand Theft Auto 6, sorry, you guys don't get that. Grand Theft Auto 5, Legacy, is there. You guys are on it, but you're on Grand Theft Auto role-playing more than that. Again, Doesn't matter. That 8,000, that 80,000 doesn't matter. PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 is bringing in double that. And that's why we're getting Grand Theft Auto 6. We're getting the partnership. Sony's getting the partnership to market Grand Theft Auto 6 with PS5. And PS5 is going to be a lead platform for the game. That's a funny situation. Now, this is where it gets really weird. We zoom in here, and what do we see? We see that Destiny is above Grand Theft Auto 5. Why is that? Well, PC fans believe if they can use their numbers, they can convince a company to do what they want. Does it work? Yes. Sony listened to the PC community 6 years ago, because before that 6 years, the whole PS4 generation, they were port begging. I know, you didn't pay attention. I know you didn't watch my channel, and that's cool. But if you go back 10 years, you can find out that I was the only person that was calling them out on port begging. Well, 10 years ago, I'm calling these guys out on port begging. 10 years, all the way till today. And I'm like, bro, you know, these guys are port begging. PlayStation fans are like, do you guys see what they're fucking doing? They're begging for our games. Nobody cared. Nobody thought it was serious. Nobody thought anything would happen. But I knew. I saw Japanese third-party developers. I saw Square Enix. I saw Sega. They put Dragon Quest 11 on PC. They put Yakuza on PC. I was like, whoa. The port begging is working. So when I saw the port begging working for that, I was like, oh shit, bro. They keep this shit up. They might fucking listen. And then it went by the wayside, and then Jason Schreier came out with a rumor. Or it was a rumor in 2019 that, you know, maybe Horizon's going over. Jason Schreier breaks a story in the beginning of 2020 saying that it is going to come over and stuff. And then in March of 2020, Herman Hulst confirms it. Later that year, Jim Ryan said the slate of games are going over. Now we're in 2020. The same Jason Schreier says, well, Sony's pulling back. And then the same guy, Herman, he comes out and said, it's Nishino. Herman had the town hall. Nishino publicly said, hey, we're pulling back. So it's funny, 5 to 6 years on PC. That's more than enough time. That's half of the generation. When you look at Xbox, well, when you look at PlayStation, it's half of the generation. When you look at Xbox and Nintendo, that's almost a whole generation. Nintendo and Xbox normally never stick in there with PlayStation for the whole 8-year span, let alone the 10 years. That is it's going exactly to 10 years this time. That is what's going on. I just don't understand how the same guy that reports that Horizon's going to PC and the same guy that says it's not is not believable when he says that PlayStation is pulling back from exclusives. There were people like Klutzy King. There were people like Joe from Seattle. There were people like Oh No, it's Alex. They were not believing. They were like, oh, we can't trust Jason Schreier. But they, like 5-6 years ago, you believed the rumor that he put out. So, hey, it is what it is. So, this is what you guys play. You guys play a lot of old games. You play a lot of low quality titles. The PC fans are nothing to be afraid of. You should never be afraid of the PC community. The PC master race does not exist. I have more than enough facts, but I got to go do something real quick. It's only going to take less than 2 minutes. But man, if you just look at this, look at Warframe. That game is super old. These are the most played games on PC. They're playing some really, really old games and very low level game. Grand Theft Auto 5, no offense to the people that still play it online. The game came out during the PS3 generation. It is a three generation old game. 12 to 13 years old. It's a very old game. You know, Death by Daylight, thank God, is finally getting a visual graphical update. But that game looks like dog shit. I never fucking touched it. I was like, bro, I'm not touching that. When it came out, it looked like dog shit. Rust, old as shit, dusty. You know, PUBG. Shout out to Afro. I'm still waiting for that next gen update. And then I'll go back and hop on it. But again, Dota 2, Counter-Strike 2. I mean, I already know y'all probably not going to believe me. So let's go take a look. Let's go see what it takes to run a Counter-Strike 2. I don't use ChatGPT, so any of you PC weirdos that keep saying I do, I don't. I don't use Google. I don't use Grok. I only use Gemini. And I make sure I double, triple check 5 times, check 10 times, all my work. Everybody in the chat can attest to that. So I don't just go fucking ask one question and then we get a fucking answer. No, I already made sure that I know what I'm talking about. I just want AI to tell your asses what the fuck I'm talking about so you guys can actually believe it. Obviously, the haters are not going to believe it. They're going to claim it's fake. But everything I've said so far has came true, so how does that work? Every fucking thing. I also, before I finish this, I got something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. When it comes to Counter-Strike 2, is it a demanding game to run, and could it possibly run on a PS5, or does it take a PS5 Pro to run? And what is the lowest specs for a potential Counter-Strike 2 when it comes to a PC, laptop, or a PC-centric handheld? I already know the answer. So,
1. Is Counter-Strike 2 demanding? No. Counter-Strike 2 runs on Valve Source 2 engine. While it is definitely more visually taxing than the ancient CSGO engine, mostly due to updated lighting, physics, and volumetric smoke grenade interactions, it is fundamentally designed to be a highly scalable, lightweight competitive shooter. It is intentionally optimized to be accessible on almost any basic computer hardware in the world so Valve can maximize its player base. 2. Can it run on PS5, or does it take a PS5 Pro? A standard PlayStation 5 would absolutely crush Counter-Strike 2. It would not require a PS5 Pro at all. The spec matchup, the baseline PS5, features a custom RDNA 2 GPU that sits roughly around the raw performance of an AMD RX 6700. In CS2, that level of desktop hardware effortlessly pushes over 200 plus FPS at 1080p/1440p on competitive settings. The frame rate output. Because CS2 is a low overhead CPU-bound game, a standard PS5 could easily max out a high refresh rate monitor at a locked 120 Hz, the maximum refresh rate allowed by current-gen console HDMI output limits, with processing headroom to spare. The Pro advantage. If Valve ever ported it, the only thing a PS5 Pro would add is the ability to push a native 4K output with 0 drops under heavy volumetric smoke, or potentially open the door for hypothetical ultra-high refresh rate display support if console hypervisors allowed it. But for standard gameplay, the baseline console is already massive overkill for this engine. 3. The lowest specs required for desktop, laptop, and handhelds. Valve's official backend code requirements for Counter-Strike 2 prove exactly how scaled down the hardware parameters can go. You do not need a production line enthusiast rig to run this game. Desktop PC and laptop minimums. CPU, 4 hardware threads minimum. Intel Core, i5 750 or AMD Ryzen 3100 or higher. RAM, 8 GB DDR4. GPU.
So, like I said, why do you think everybody's on the game? Because everybody can run the game. They're not running anything special that's sitting at the top. The top game can be ran by any computer in the world. That's why it's the top game. It's not also because it's free to play. There's a ton of free to play games on that list, but it's the top free to play game because any and every PC can run it. The PC master race is a myth. Their top game proves it. There's a reason why they're not playing Uncharted 4. There's a reason why they're not playing Horizon Forbidden West. They can't run that shit. Now, I specifically added those 2 games on purpose. Uncharted 4 is a PS4 game. Horizon Forbidden West is using the latest version of the Decima engine. It was designed to take advantage of the PS5. That game looks amazing. You know, it's one of my favorite, best-looking games. It won a graphic award from Digital Foundry. That's how good it looked. let's go take a look and see what's going on with Uncharted 4 versus Horizon Forbidden West. Fuck. Wow. Okay, is it on here? I'm about to say. Okay, Uncharted. Oh, they call it Uncharted Legacy of Thieves. That's what they call it. So let's go take a look. Our PC fans claim that they buy games. Yeah, on 10,000 concurrent peak, which is dog shit. That was 3.7 years ago. Now it's only 1,000 of you guys that can fucking run it at a time. I mean, bro, your own data is proving me right. Only 1,000 of you guys can run it at a time. I haven't even showed you the checkmate fucking data. For all the individuals that want to clip this, do it. Do it, but you're a little too early. Once I put up the fucking images of the data that I already know, you're not going to like me anymore. I mean, shit, you're fucking hate my guts already. And it has nothing to do with the color of my skin. It has more to do with you didn't think I'd live long enough to be correct. Let's add... see if we can compare this to another game. Can we? Yeah, let's compare Uncharted. What's another high game? It was Horizon, right? Let's go. Horizon. There we go. So Horizon. And then, what's another game? Horizon Forbidden West is in that bitch. God of War is pretty demanding. So let's go put God of War Ragnarok. God of War. We got Ragnarok. Okay, and then I think that'll be it. So we got a PS4 game. We got a PS... I think, was Ragnarok cross-plat? I think Ragnarok was cross-plat and Forbidden West was cross-plat as well. So, PS5, PS4, we'll max it out for 1 year. Ah, that's weird. Let's do max. Okay, we max it out. Okay, cool. What's the blue one? The blue one started out low. Oh, it was Uncharted Legacy of Thieves. So, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves started out very low. And then it looks like Forbidden West started out at 40,000 concurrent. And it looks like God of War started out at 35,000. So of these three, Horizon Forbidden West started out with the highest, and that was 40,000. That's still very low, right? That's very, very low. So again, this whole thing about, oh, why didn't you know, it has nothing to do with these games. These games run great on a good PC. Most of you guys have shitty PCs. That's the fucking little piece of secrets you guys don't want to fucking let everybody know. You run shitty hardware. Take a screenshot of that. That's beautiful right there. So look at that. Look at that. Horizon goes from 40,000 concurrent 2.3 years ago when it came out, all the way down to a measly 1,700. And now, God of War, it went from 35,000 to a measly 4,200. Uncharted lost a Legacy of Thieves collection it was at 10,000. Now it's at 1,100. So this is letting us all know that, first of all, most of them can't run the shit. The high concurrent is the people that rushed in there at the same time to test their hardware to see if they could run it. That's the truth. They ran in there on the same weekend to test out their hardware to see if they could run this shit. Found out they can't. They didn't want to blow up their fucking PCs or their laptops or their fucking handhelds, and they fucking retreated from the game. And now the only people that do play the game are the people that can actually run it. These are the real numbers. These are the real numbers. It's a big drop, but these are the real numbers. Who else would stick around if their shit can barely run it? Who else wants to jeopardize their fucking PC blowing up? Except for the people that can run it. The PC Master Race is a fucking lie. But let me piss you guys off when I say that statement again. I want to put up a picture real quick. We got a new change.org petition. So I'll have this up right here. So let me say that again. The PC Master Race is a fucking lie. If the PC Master Race was so great, that backlog of games you guys brag about in the comment section, go play them. Why are you worried about what games we're getting that you're not getting? Go play your backlog. Go enjoy the backlog. Or continue to play CSGO 2. Because it's the only game you can run. Like, I mean, it's really up to you. You guys embarrass yourselves. Let me read this one off. Stop holding games hostage. Bring PlayStation exclusives back to PC day one. When were they ever on PC day one? When were they ever on PC day one? When? Like, this is how it started for me. I started on change.org, me finding these weirdos port begging for games. They're saying Sony is holding games hostage. It's their fucking games. The games don't belong to PC. They belong to the console. The console that Sony fucking created. It's their fucking game. You don't own it. It's not for you. You guys have 5 to 6 years with these, some of the greatest games PlayStation ever made. Enjoy what you have. And if that's not enough, just go and play that massive backlog that you guys brag about in the comments section. You know, compared to any of the other PlayStation community, I'm well in tune with every reply, with every rebuttal that you guys made. And when you really break it down, it's pathetic. If the backlog was so good, you would be playing it, and you would be so busy playing your backlog that you wouldn't even notice that we're getting Wolverine and you're not. But you're so fucking glued, laser focused at us and what we're getting that you don't even... That backlog that you're fucking bragging about, it doesn't exist. Just like the PC Master Race, it does. PC fans are the biggest liars in the fucking community. They are the biggest liars in the community. Can't fucking stand them. 1 second. Okay, let's get back to the show. Okay. So, back to it. We have a lot of there was a couple of change.org petitions, but the worst one was demanding Sony to do day and date with PlayStation exclusives. This one was pretty interesting too, because both of these petitions came right after Sony made the decision to stop bringing games to PC. It says, urge Sony to release Marvel Spider-Man on Steam. Now, again, remember, most PC fans, they snitch on themselves. They're not PC fans. They're Steam fanboys. See, they're so in a rush to port beg that they're telling us the truth. No crazy shit. That's the truth. They're supposed to say, release the game on PC, but they don't care about any of the other storefronts. They only care about Steam. Now, no, take a look. Tell me I'm wrong. Why would they only want the game to go to Steam? There's tons of different storefronts on PC. So many storefronts. You got Epic Games. You got, what is it? All of the other ones. I don't give a fuck what the shit is. I'm not a PC fan. But they got a lot of storefronts. But this motherfucker made a petition and was like, oh, only bring it to Steam. So Sony's going to lose 30% anyway, putting it on a different storefront. But they're definitely losing that 30% when they put it on Valve. Hey, it is what it is. Prince G, okay. I'm out to see you later. I'll be live for a while. We got a lot of news to cover. Guys, I was supposed to pre-order Halo. And we had a little bit of a drama this weekend where they made a mistake and said we need PlayStation Plus to do couch co-op. Not saying I would do couch co-op anyway. I'm going to be doing online co-op. And I already have a Microsoft account, so it doesn't really matter. But I do find that they did a good job coming out quickly to correct themselves. But the amount of PlayStation fans that were ready to be theatrically out, what is it? What's the word? Oh, fuck, I forgot the word. Outraged. There we go. About that, and obviously Xbox fans, it was just funny, man. Like, it's like you're gonna blame Sony for a third-party game needing PlayStation Plus when all the other third-party games, they don't need PlayStation Plus to do couch co-op. I've played some couch co-op games. I've played NAC 1 and 2 with couch co-op. Neither one of them needed PlayStation Plus, so it's weird that they would say something like that. Or, it just is weird. So we got the truth. Before I took a step out, there was there's a lot of research I sent them. Like all of my research today. I'm trying to figure out. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it either. Where the fuck is it? It was the most important research, and I know I fucking sent it to you guys. It was the most important one. No. What the fuck? Okay, guys. I have the most important research, but I didn't even send it to him. I gotta send that to him. How the fuck did I mess that up? Let's just take a look at this. This is one of my pieces of research. It's a remix of my research I did about a month ago. I was interested in the amount of money that Sony was losing. And originally, after factoring in a lot of things, it came up to $6 billion. That was only the loss of revenue based on individuals that would probably be a first-time buyer of the game on PC that would have not had access to that game and thus be forced to buy a PlayStation over the last 5 to 6 years. They lost anywhere between $500 and $900 on those individuals. Just on the console purchase, the game anywhere between $40 to $70. They lost from those individuals that would have purchased that console. And then when it comes to PlayStation Plus as well, this is a key thing that people don't talk about: discovery. Due to the fact that you own the console, you would be browsing PlayStation Store and you would discover new games, and you buy it on PlayStation Store. And if it's from a PlayStation first party studio, all the money goes back to Sony. If it's not, 30% goes to PlayStation. And what that does is help PlayStation get bigger games out here. Help PlayStation get the games out quicker. This was the notion of putting games on PC. They were supposed to be making a ton of money on the PC ports so that they could give us more games. That's why I say the phrase, PC ports did nothing for PS5 gamers, because it's true. We never benefited from games going to PC. Sony never made enough money for us to actually benefit as gamers. What were we going to benefit? Rewind the clock back 6 years. I had my own PlayStation Legion members telling us, if you just allow them to put the games on PC, Sony will make so much money. We're going to get new IPs and we're going to get this and this. We got less IPs. We got less studios. Sony did not make money. They are now in a relationship with Bungie that they don't want to be in, that is costing them millions, if not billions of dollars. So, yeah. As a PlayStation 5 gamer, you didn't get shit. There's not a single game, I'll ask AI and I already know what the fuck they're going to tell me. There's not a single game that we're getting that we didn't pay for. Let me break this down. We purchased Spider-Man 2 more than PC fans. The next Marvel game got greenlit when we did that. We got Wolverine because we paid for Spider-Man 2. That's what we did. Right? Example. The new God of War. We're getting the new God of War game because we paid for Ragnarok. We already greenlit the God of War we're about to get. We did that. There's not a single fucking game that is coming out that wasn't already greenlit because we purchased the fucking game. If the game is taking a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to go to PC, what makes you think that the money Sony getting from them is going to make the game? If that was the case, we wouldn't have no games, because we would have to wait for the game to go to the PC and for them to get revenue there. But that doesn't happen. Why? Because we're already buying the game at such a high rate that Sony's already making enough money to make the game before they put the game, right, on PC. So there's never a time that you as a PlayStation gamer should say, oh, we need PC to get this next game. Why did you think we needed their revenue? Like, looking back 6 years, why did you guys think we needed their revenue? We got the Spider-Man 2 announcement before Spider-Man 1 went to PC, I think. So it was already made. We already funded it. Why do you think most developers on PC have to go through Kickstarter? Why do you think they do that? There's no guarantee on their end that they're going to have enough money, put the game out, and then PC fans buy it the way that we buy it. So they do Kickstarter on PC, get the game funded before giving it to them at a lower price, give it to them a lower price, let them beta test it, get all the kinks out, then they bring the game out on consoles in a better way. Kickstarter. I've supported 2 of them. I know this. Somebody in the chat said, enjoy this old Halo. It's the last one you will get to play on PlayStation. Yeah. Yeah, it is. You're right, 100%. It is the last one we're going to be able to play on PlayStation. Because after that, the studio getting shut down. Go eat a dick. This will be the last one you play too. I'm letting you know that 100%. Because after that, if this next Halo game comes out and it flops, no one's getting another Halo. Think about that. Look, if you're an Xbox fan, stay the fuck in your lane. It's not your turn to get shitted on yet. When I want to shit on you, I'll let you know. But right now, like, you guys should just sit somewhere and heal up. You need to go fucking drink a potion or something. It's not your time yet. Trust me. If I wanted to shit on you right now, I would shit on you, and it would be horrible. Your life is in our hands, and that's a fact. Let me show you. Oh, God, you motherfucker. I was trying to get that one piece of damning information. It is very important that I send this shit. I'm going to go find it and send it and try to multitask. Now, last time I saw, last time that I went over to the pre-orders side, I saw something crazy. So how about we do what we did the last couple of streams? We'll do pre-orders and then we'll go over to Amazon bestsellers. Now, the cool thing about this, I'll be able to talk about my PSA for Grand Theft Auto 6 again. But before I do that, I want to make sure I get this information over to the console war. There it is. There it is right there. That's the one I was waiting for. So I think I had thought I sent it over and then something happened to my phone and it didn't send. So I sent it over. So we're good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go take a look at the top 10 games and then let's see what it is. It's normal. 2K26, Fortnite, Warframe, UFC 6, Call of Duty, Football Club, Roblox. I don't know what the other three are. MLB The Show, First Light, Marvel Rivals. So, similar to the top games on PC, but 2K is absent. UFC 6, which is a new release, that's absent. Football Club 26, that's absent on the Steam database. Roblox is also absent on the Steam database. MLB The Show 26 is also absent on the Steam database because, contrary to popular belief, that game also never went to PC. For some reason, they never brought the MLB Show games on PC. They went to Xbox, they're on Switch, but none of the MLB Show games ever went to PC. You can look it up. I kept track of all the games, and that was the one game they never brought to PC. I think that Major League Baseball already knew that PC was just a fucking shit fest over there and that they don't buy games. So I guess they already prematurely made the decision not to expand it over there, but it is what it is. Critically acclaimed and fan approved. Astrobot is leading the pack. Then it's Baldur's Gate 3. Then it's the complete edition of BioShock Infinite. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Expedition 33. Doom 3. Doom 3 with VR. One of my favorites, Dragon Age Inquisitions. Yeah. Dragon Age Veilguard. Elden Ring makes sense. Fallout 4 makes sense. Final Fantasy 12. Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 7 Remake. All I'm going to say is I find that funny. I find that hilarious. Forza Horizon 5. Gears of War Reloaded. Ghost of Tsushima. God of War 2018. Hades. It Takes Two. I'm not going to go into the rest of the list. Most Wanted. Deals. Well, whatever. I guess. You know, it's crazy that I could end up picking this game up. but I don't even care about basketball. That's a damn good price. That is 80% off at $15.99 of the original price of being $80. So instead of $80, you're paying $15.99. That's a really good price. That's a steal of a deal. Where's the pre-orders? Oh, here we go. Let's go take a look at the pre-orders real quick. So here we go. This is PlayStation Store pre-orders. So we got the MVP bundle for Madden 27 and College Football 27. Then you have the deluxe edition of College Football 27. You have Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the Vault edition. You have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, the standard edition. Now listen, this is where it gets crazy. You have Halo Campaign Evolved and Wolverine Deluxe Edition. Now, the cool thing about this is one game's $70, the other game's $70. However, this is the premium edition. Standard edition is $60. Standard edition for Wolverine is actually $60. This is not $80. So this is $70, $80. They're side by side. Wolverine doesn't come out until September. Halo comes out the end of next month, and this is almost a month away. So Halo is a month away. Wolverine is about like 3 months away. So it's cool to see Wolverine trending this high when you have 3 months to pick the game up. So it is what it is. So we got Halo Campaign Evolved, and then we have Wolverine Deluxe Edition. We have the Deluxe Edition of Madden 27, which is $100. Goddamn. We got Halloween the game for $40. We got the Deluxe Edition of Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake or whatever, remaster, and that's $70. Damn, $70 for a Deluxe Edition. Okay. Oh, never mind, because the standard edition is like what, $60? That's not bad. Sword Art Online Echoes of Encrad, the Ultimate Edition for $110. Oh yeah, that's right. It's supposed to be raining. I'm trying to get through all of this before the rain starts because I don't know what it's going to do to the power. They say it's going to be raining pretty bad. We have another version of Echoes. No. I just went backwards. Hold on. Let's make sure my controller doesn't die. We have another MVP bundle for $150. Madden 27 and College Football 27. Hell Let Loose Vietnam for $40. Then we have the standard edition. Oh, no. Halo wasn't $60. Halo is $50. Okay. Halo Campaign Evolved, $50. Is also here. Castlevania Belmont's Curse for $40. Sword Art Online Echoes of Encrad Standard Edition. That is for $70. We have Ace Combat Wings of the Thigh, $70. The Standard Edition of Madden NFL 27 for $70. And then we also have Fable made it up on this list for the preview, and that's sitting at the premium edition of $100. For some reason, Microsoft likes putting all their, basically they skip digital deluxe and they go straight to premium, and they try to mark it up all the way high to $100. They do this a lot. I know they want to make their money back from the Xbox fan, but it is a little annoying. I don't know what we get with this. We get a chicken suit cosmetic, wildflower bouquet, toy chicken, scones and jam picnic hamper. I'm gonna be honest. You can kick rocks. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm kind of good. I'm just gonna pay the standard price. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm good on that. Plus it's an RPG. I don't mind running around and getting the best armor and weapons from treasure chests. Let me do it the old fashion way. $60 for the Assassin's Creed Black Flag game, and then that's a standard, by the way. Oh, excuse me. And then Control Resident for $50, $60. So let's see how this looks on this grid form. It's not bad. So Wolverine got moved to the second row. Halo made it to the first row. So you got 3 Xbox games on the first row for PlayStation pre-orders as of this very moment. We're saving Xbox one game at a time. You can look at it any other type of way, but you have to understand that Xbox and the future of Xbox is in the palm of the PlayStation gamers' hands. We stop buying your games, you don't make enough money to exist. If you don't believe that, in 8 more days you'll find out. Once we hit July and they start announcing all those studios that are getting closed down, games that are getting canceled, and all the employees that are getting let go, the reality should slap you in the face. I don't know if it will. I don't know if you will allow it, but the reality will be knocking at your door in July. Meanwhile, Sony is going to be benefiting from the hype of the Spider-Man movie, and because the Spider-Man movie is hyped up, the game's going to do good. And what other console has the game that can play it easily? PlayStation. Then you have the San Diego Comic-Con at the end of July, roughly around the time of the movie. So that's going to boost up Spider-Man, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, as well as the Wolverine video game. It's all going to get a boost of hype from the San Diego Comic-Con. Interviews, reviews, all of that, impressions, stuff like that. So that's going to be dope. It's also a great month when you look at Grand Theft Auto 6, which the pre-orders start this Thursday. Those are going to have a very long win all throughout the whole month of July. There are going to be multiple reasons to look at a PlayStation and buy a PlayStation. So, it is what it is. I know a lot of people don't want to believe in that, but I've seen the future. I've studied this shit, and you have every right to not believe me, but you also have every right to come back to this video in the future and say, damn, Jay, you were right. You called it. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is below the top 4 rows. And this is where we get to the other games. The standard edition of Wolverine is down here, along with the deluxe edition that I've already pre-ordered. Oh, okay. I like that. That's nice. Because I want all the suits. Like, compared to the Fable shit, like, they talking goofy stuff. Nah, I want all, 6 of the fucking Wolverine suits and the 6 different claws that we're getting. Yeah, I'm good, bro. Like, give me that. I'll take that over. And that was only, like, I took that 10 off, so that would have been $80 in total. I already paid 10 for this shit. Paid the $70 closer to when Wolverine comes out. But, you know, I like the way they were able to split that apart. They didn't do that for any other game, by the way. I've noticed that they only really did that for Wolverine. Didn't even know they could do that. Didn't even know they would do that. But, hey, it is what it is. A win is a win. So, as far as I'm concerned, what the hell are these Kingdom Hearts? Because I already own the fucking games. So, what is... Can somebody tell me what's the, like, I'm confused. I'm so confused about the Kingdom Hearts games because I already own 3. And I have the 1 and 2 collection, and I own 3. So I'm not really sure what's different. I'm not seeing anything that looks massively different. I think they did this because it's coming to Nintendo, so they were like, let's see if we can just give them the PS5 version. But I don't see any massive difference. So, I don't know. I don't see a difference. I do need to get on 3, and dwindle that down to I beat it. Oh, Marvel Fighting Souls is down here. All three versions are together. So, Marvel Fighting Souls, I think is appropriately priced. It's a high profile fighting game and it's $60. They could have definitely did $70, but they did $60, so that was pretty cool. The animations, the art style is phenomenal. They did an amazing job. It looks great and fun to look at. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that they have this at the San Diego Comic-Con so that a good amount of people in the crowd can play the game. That would be really good buzz for the game. So I hope that that's the case. As you already see, they got your boy Wolverine. Wolverine is in a number of games, and as well as the X-Men 97 animated show. So like, there's a lot of hype gonna be going on, and it's just PlayStation is well positioned to do the best next month. Xbox, not so much. Not so much. You got Ozzy, you said the internet's still down. Is it like raining over there or something? So we're done with the pre-orders. We're going to go take a look at Amazon bestsellers. But I want to see if I can do something real quick. Okay, I want to do that. Damn. It's raining like shit out there. This is some good sleeping weather, but I got a stream to do and it's only 5 o'clock. Okay, let's go take a look at Amazon.com. If you didn't know this trick, you can do this trick. You can't do it. Sadly, you can't do it anymore for Bing, and you can't do it anymore for Google. And that was my fault because I kind of showed everybody how to do this, and then people could like, I don't know. I don't think the PlayStation liked it. I don't think it fucked with PlayStation at all, but I just don't think they secret will be out. Yeah, that one. See right there. So if you try to do the trick for Google now, it'll give you this message. It says message deleted by PlayStation safety. And then also I'm not gonna do Bing again because I don't want them to like, oh shit, you're doing it again. So I'm not gonna do it again. But if you do try the trick with Google and Bing, they won't let you go there. It'll say message deleted by PlayStation safety. I'm pretty sure you guys can. Let's try to get through this because I don't know what's gonna happen with the electricity. So what we're doing right now is we're gonna just go on down to the Amazon bestsellers. Oh, going up to the bestsellers. Okay, so let's talk about the Amazon bestsellers and try to get through this. All right. So this is the Amazon bestsellers. This is our segment where we talk about the top 100 Amazon bestsellers. And specifically for PlayStation and Xbox, we will go into their individual sections, which can be found over here. Now, anytime at any time you want. You can go and do your own research. It's very fun to see what the buying habits of different gamers are. But seeing as though most of the journalists, what is his name, Matt Piscapella, Jason Schreier, they don't use this method. I think it's a much more insightful method to find out where gamers are going. It's pretty obvious where all gamers are going in the direction of PlayStation, but just in case you didn't think so, we're going to go take a look at this. So, what do we got? We got a Nintendo Switch 2. We got the Nintendo Switch 2 sitting at $450 at number 7, right? That's the first console we see. Now, when it comes to games, a lot of people are like, oh, look at Star Fox. Okay, we see that. It's sold out right now. Yeah, it's sold out right now. We got Zelda up here. We got all of the Nintendo games. You know, Nintendo's good. It's in the United States. A lot of kids this summer are out of school. They need something to play so they don't get on the parents' nerves. We know how Nintendo Switch 1 or 2 can be looked at as a primary handheld for kids. We don't talk about it when it comes to the big dogs because the big dog games are skipping Nintendo all this year, and it is what it is. So we got Nintendo as the first piece of hardware. I don't want to call it a console because it's a hybrid. So we have it as the first major piece of hardware. And then we scroll down past all the accessories. And the second piece of hardware that you see, not too far behind at number 27, is the PlayStation 5 physical. This is the 1 terabyte PS5 physical, and it is sitting at number 26. Now, I don't see a price, so I'm just going to go see if it's available. It does look like it's available. So it looks like it's still in stock, right? Yeah? Okay, cool. It's still in stock. Let's go see if the Pro is still in stock. Is the Pro in stock? The Pro is not in stock. The Pro is not in stock. Well, they say it's free delivery. You can free delivery by June 27th. Okay, I don't, by Saturday or free Prime members. No. Hold on. Yeah, the shit says it's in stock, so we're good. The Pro's in stock. The digital is obviously in stock too, right? The digital is in stock. So the PS5 digital, the physical, and the PS5 Pro are in stock. If it was me, this is my PSA. If it was me, I would advise you to get the console before the scalpers get any bright ideas and buy up the remaining stock and hold it hostage for over $1,000. That is when it will be over $1,000. If you're listening to the sound of my voice and you don't own a PS5, a PS5 digital, or a PS5 Pro, it will be in your best interest to not have a situation on your hands that repeats the situation that a lot of people in 2020 dealt with, myself included, where the stock was going real quick and it was held by scalpers. I think True Woody had to buy it. I don't know. I think True Woody might have had to buy his from a scalper. I know that there's another member in the PlayStation Legion at the time that did have to buy his from a scalper, and I think he paid $2,000. So I don't think you want to be one of those people because it's not going to be $2,000 or $1,000 in today's currency. It might be close to $3,000, might be $4,000. They know people want this system for Grand Theft Auto 6. You may see the PlayStation 5 sitting at number 26, which is pretty fucking high, seeing as though it is a $650 console that everybody said nobody was going to buy the new price. People are buying the new price before Grand Theft Auto's pre-orders on Thursday. Now, wherever it's at right now, which is number 25, you have to go take a look at and think about this. It's at number 25 right now, and Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-order and the newest trailer did not drop. Like, it didn't even drop yet, bro. Like, shit about to be crazy out here. Oh, sorry, I said 25. I said number 26. I knew it was at 26. On Friday, it was at number 28. The highest I saw was at number 23. But now it's at 26. So, that's... If you ignore all the Nintendo games and the accessories and the gift cards, it's the second piece of hardware. And it's the first big boy console. It's in the top 30 for Amazon's top 100. That's fucking high. You don't have to give it credit right now. You can completely ignore me. You make any of the video clips you want. That's great. Do what you need to do to make yourself feel like you're right. You're wrong. Thursday, bro, a lot of things are going to change on Thursday. It's going to be much harder to find this shit on Thursday. Let's keep going. So we're just going to keep scrolling down. We're looking for hardware. We didn't find any. We are going to page 2. By the way, we're also looking for like first party titles. We're also looking for Xbox games, and we are not finding any physical Xbox games. We are desperately looking though. We're looking for first party games. There we go. We got Wolverine. Wolverine is in the top 100. It's sitting at number 98. I think a week or two ago when the pre-orders came out, it was a lot higher based off of the initial hype of the pre-orders. So that's just where that was. But the game comes out in 3 months. It has more than enough time to jump back up the list based off of hype and excitement and marketing. But right now, it's about to exit. I think it's going to be making its exit probably in the next couple hours. Maybe by tomorrow, you will no longer see Wolverine PS5 in the top 100. It does not mean it's not high on the PS5 specific section, but it's rightfully so that it will be exiting due to the fact that Grand Theft Auto 6 hype is about to go on, and you know, all that's going to bring. So we didn't see any Xbox physical games. We didn't see any Xbox console, so we'll be heading over to the Xbox section to see if they're okay. This will be the timestamp where we talk about Xbox because they just didn't make it to the best sellers for everybody. Their hardware wasn't there, and none of their first party titles were there. They got a lot of controllers. And I wish I was joking, but like one of their second things right here is a damn controller. Another, you know what, I'm just going to count them out. 1, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we had 9 controllers before we got to their first party title, which was Forza Horizon 6. 9 controllers before we got to Forza Horizon 6. Right after Forza Horizon 6 is Halo Combat Evolved, Campaign Evolved. And the reason why I think we got to take a screenshot of all of this because I feel as though this is very valuable. Let's just take this screenshot. I think this one's perfect. So we have Forza and Halo number 24, number 25 on the Xbox specific section. And we finally found a console sitting at number 30. I think because Halo is right above it, I think it's appropriate to have a nice arrow pointing to number 30. See how we got that arrow pointing at number 30? So we see that Xbox is hit number 30. So you guys aren't doing anything in the chat. Can you put Xbox Series X number 30? I'm not going to do it myself. I don't ask a lot for help, but we need to know where the placement is. Can somebody put Xbox Series X number 30. Somebody. Lethal. Anybody in the chat? Gamer Goon. Can somebody put Xbox Series X number 30 so we can have a placement of where the fuck Xbox was on their section? Because we're going to compare it to PlayStation. Somebody do that for me, please. I just need you to type Xbox number 30. Gears is all the way down at number 46. That is not good. Isn't this the exclusive though? This is the one like the one that they were hyping up. That's funny. Thank you. Okay, so we got Gears sitting at number 46. Again, I'm going to go type up the Gears one because the Gears one is going to be Gears of War E Day. And that'll be number 46. We're going to be comparing Gears of War to Wolverine's placement. That's what we're gonna do. So Gears is 46. Let's go around the corner. Oh, hold on now. Hold on. We got to make sure we have a placement on Halo. Halo. Halo for Xbox is number 25. Because remember, Halo is on PlayStation, so if it scores higher than PlayStation, it will be funny for us. Where was Fable? Was Fable on the list? I don't think I saw Fable. No. Was Fable on the list? No, it was Forza. It was Forza and Halo. So Fable must be... Fable... Fucking A! Fable's all the way at number 100? Oh, that's a good one. Fable number 100. It's almost off of their list. Now let's go check PlayStation. Yeah, let's go check PlayStation. Wow. So we got... So Halo needs to be compared to the Halo on PlayStation. Fable needs to be compared to the Fable on PlayStation. Gears is compared to Wolverine on PlayStation, and I think that will and then the consoles need to be compared. Let's have some fun. I love doing this shit. So here we go. We got the PlayStation 5 sitting at number... We got the PlayStation 5 sitting at number 4. So where was the Xbox console? The Xbox console was number 30. So PlayStation beat Xbox on Xbox, the specific section of Xbox. The Xbox console is number 30. PlayStation 5 in its PlayStation specific section, it's number 4. Let's go down. I don't think this is gonna be a good time for them. So we got Wolverine here. We're gonna zoom in so you guys can see that. Wolverine is sitting at number 23. So Wolverine is above Forza, it's above Halo, it's above Fable, it's above Gears. Wolverine is at number 23. Okay, and then here we go. We got Halo. Halo is sitting at number 26. Is that lower or higher than the Xbox version? It's lower than the Xbox version by 1 point. Halo is at 26 or go. Document that. Damn. Okay. I think Fable is more liked on PlayStation, so we're going to see that. This is a notable mention, too, because, again, the Spider-Man movie is coming out. So this means that we're going to get a lot more hype. We're going to see the Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 video games trending a lot more. So get prepared for that. Again, you go see that movie, you're going to want to play some Spider-Man. We're also seeing Astrobot making a return. Astrobot went to, I think, a permanent $40. I think originally it launched at $60. So there's that we got to keep a track of. We're going to page 2 for the PS5 specific section. Now, the challenge here is to see if Fable is higher than the Xbox version, which means it would have to chart above 100. It looks like Gran Turismo is lower than $40 now. Gran Turismo 7 is $38.99. It's sitting at number 68. A lot of PlayStation first party exclusives. Crimson Desert still hanging in here over here on PlayStation. Sitting at number 78. Good. Persona 3 Reloaded. $19.66. Sitting at number 79. What's going on? Fable didn't make it to PlayStation's list. It didn't stay on the list. It checked out. But in placement of Fable, we have Ghost of Yotai sitting at number 98 for $65.20. So that was a nice little challenge. Fable was up on PlayStation's list. Maybe a lot of people are deciding to get it digital. It will sell better on PlayStation than Xbox. That's obvious. But it trailed off already. Probably wait until the game. The game doesn't come out until next year. So, you got more than enough time to pick up the game. I know that I'll be picking it up next year. Okay. Well, that's it for the Amazon bestsellers. We're done with that segment. Thank you guys for enjoying that with me. It's a good indication to see where the buying habits of people are. Yeah. They didn't reveal shit. Hold up. I'll be hating when they give me these channels that keep claiming stuff and then they don't know a damn thing. Nothing was revealed today. No one talked about a damn thing. But I'll go run through this shit. Oh, man. I already covered this shit.
Very interesting. Angry about because
Let's go cover this shit through his fucking channel. Yeah, the competition's different on PlayStation. Halo made it up there because Halo's coming out next month. But Fable, in all honesty, I wasn't expecting Fable to be up there because people are, the hype is dying down and Fable does come out next year. So we're good on that. Let's go take a look at the violence customizations. And this is something I wanted to talk about on our original, what was it called? Breaking news. So, the rainstorm has passed and the clouds came back. The skies can be seen. Okay, cool. So, let's talk about this. A lot of PC fans specifically have been using the old Wolverine, what is it called? X-Men Origins Wolverine Uncaged or something. They were using that game to attack the new Wolverine, claiming that it doesn't have dismemberment. You don't get to see Logan go all the way down to his bones and stuff. And being the person that I am, I'm like, I'm looking at these guys. I was like, wait up. So they're not going to wait for the game to come out for us to see all of this? Well, the good thing is Insomniac is very transparent and they see all of this type of shit and they wanted to cut it down to size, so to speak. So they revealed a FAQ about a lot of details related to the, what was the shit called? It was the, hold on, man. It was like,
Or Marvel.
I forgot what it was. It was like, it was the settings. Let's just call it the settings.
Like, I was born.
So we're gonna call it the settings. So, cause I can't fucking remember that shit. On the tip of my tongue. But these were the violence customizations that caught a lot of people's eye, rightfully so, because a lot of people were worried. Why? I don't know, but they were. So let's read this off. So number 1 out of the 4, they say new violence preset, some full preset for a mix of different dynamic blood, dismemberment, and healing options. Now again, people were talking about the dismemberment, not the blood. It was a lot of blood. They couldn't say anything bad about the blood because the old Wolverine didn't even have a shitload of blood. When it came to the healing options, people were mad about that. They were like, oh, why doesn't Logan have like all, you can see all the way down to his bone? Well, the person that was playing wasn't playing like a dog shit. So they were playing good and they weren't getting hit a lot by the bullets. So that makes sense. Let me see. The next one for number 2, it says new dynamic blood. Toggles the visibility of blood from impacts during gameplay and cinematics. So these are customizations for people that have problems with seeing a lot of blood. You know, and again, you're showing off a trailer for the game. You're not going to be that fucking gruesome. I know some of the females that were already watching the one that we watched, they were kind of like, oh, that's too much. So, you know, maybe they don't want to see that. But Wolverine is a very violent character, and he has very sharp claws that can cut straight through. So I expect to see dismemberment. I expect to see a lot of blood. And if you want to just stand there and look at the damage that they probably worked really hard on, yeah, you can take a shitload of bullets and see a lot of his healing factor in effect. So that's, I mean, it's really up to you whoever you're playing. Whoever's playing the game. Number 3, dismemberment. Toggles visibility of dismemberment in gameplay. No dismemberment and cinematic blurred. So this is the thing. There wasn't a lot of dismemberment, probably because they didn't want to show it. Because they just didn't know who was watching. They have to have it not family friendly, but they can't go crazy, you know? They can't go crazy. They could have, as you can see, but they didn't. Number 4, the visceral healing. This is, again, what some people were bitching about. Normally the PC fans that are trying to use the old Wolverine to attack the new Wolverine. They said, the visceral healing toggles the level of physical damage displayed on Logan's body in gameplay and cinematics. So again, this was what people were talking about. They was like, oh, we get to see the damage on Logan and the old Wolverine, and we don't get to see that. Well, it was a 7-minute gameplay video. It wasn't the entire game. It wasn't the full game. You're going to get it in the full game. Well, you may not, because if you're a PC fan, you're not playing it on PC. Me, myself, I will be getting it in the full game on my PS5 Pro. So it is what it is. Did they need to do this? Really, no. But we know that Insomniac is not the biggest fans of people that run around with narratives. If you remember Puddlegate, where people thought that they downgraded the game because a puddle was moved. So Insomniac has more than enough of the bullshit that they have to deal with. So if it means that they can shut up some fanboys by releasing this information, I think this is good. And plus, all the little content creators that fawn over every little thing, like this person was like, "Oh, this is what did he say? They revealed a lot." He made this video 1 hour ago. This information came out last week, so they didn't really reveal a lot because everybody already knew about those settings. Damn, why can't I fucking get the name of those damn settings? It's a name. This is gonna bug me. What are the settings called for the Wolverine blood? Damn, sorry, man.
The settings of Wolverine's blood and gore are found in the violence customization.
Accessibility.
Menu,
What the
accessibility
fuck?
options.
It's the accessibility fucking options. God damn it. Sorry, I had to do that because that was gonna fucking irk me. What's going on here?
Peru is the very first
Uh-oh.
level in Tomb Raider Legacy.
It's a starting point for all of us beginning the adventure, and for some of us also return home. It's not a regular remake, it's a reimagination. The things that players fell in love from 2030.
I hope so, because you know those anti-woke PC initiative people, they're gonna find any little thing to bitch about, so they can justify not buying the game that they can't afford.
The first Tomb Raider, obviously.
You verify this location that Natla has, initially coaxed you into the adventure by, and that
I'll say one thing.
stepping into the
I'm a big fan of they giving Lara shape back. She never had like the most shape back there, but for them to give a good shape, nice slim waist. This is accentuating a feminine body. That's a female. She's supposed to look like a female. A big fan of the red and black too. But yeah, man, this looks fucking great.
snow.
Mountains in Peru. That was like one of my strongest memories with her.
And from there,
I love that they remember the Lara Croft we fell in love with, and then they're not trying to make her some feminist superhero. You know,
going in and
they're doing a great job
this
already.
lost Incan world and this battle that they had with the invading conquistadors as you're trying to find
It's giving me Uncharted vibes. I mean, finally, you know, they make it to the level of Uncharted after like fucking 10 years and shit. 10, 15 years.
City of Vilcabamba historically was raided.
You know what I hope? I hope they allow you to go to her mansion like when you start out in the game. I hope they have the mansion. If they have the mansion and like when you first start out and the butler's there, bro, this game is gonna sell so many copies, bro. They can definitely dial up the fan service if they want. They don't have to fucking hold back. I'm really happy that Amazon has the rights, so they know what fucking sells. Nice.
Everything that was possible, and we tried to be as close as possible to original game.
We started with the anniversary edition. We've checked what was there, what content was there. We've recreated the levels with the usage of Unreal Engine possibilities. We wanted to show beautiful vistas, for example. We wanted
Looks
to
amazing.
open them as much as possible.
It's just really exciting. I actually learned a huge amount about the Incan Empire from back then by doing this game. It was really interesting.
there needs to be a layer of more than authentic in there.
They have. I've never seen this job title before. They have an experience director. I don't know what that is, but I think it's good for all games that have a director like that to just, I think, keep them on pace of what the gamers would want.
Ruins, the megalith walls look fantastic in engine, but there's additional details on top of those megalith structures that make it feel like this is a society that has developed somewhat in isolation, and it's a new version, but still very faithful to the origins of that culture.
So, for example, in the Inca land, the ancient language of Quipus, which is tied knots, we've incorporated that into one of the puzzles to stay more culturally.
Well, I mean, I think they're doing a great job.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on the socials at Play Tomb Raider.
I'm happy. I'm happy Lara is back and she's looking better than ever. I didn't see anything wrong with that. That's good shit right there. That's really good shit. Okay, so Jason Schreier made a new video. Now, this is the thing I'll say about Jason Schreier. He said some smart ass shit today about the Steam machine. And we're gonna go talk about Digital Foundry and their review of the Steam machine. And their comparison of the Steam machine to the PS5 and why I don't like it. But Jason Schreier, I still don't like the guy personally, and he doesn't like any of us. He's blocked almost all console gamers, all PlayStation gamers, stuff like that. He just doesn't like that. We've, you know, with my research, I've been correct months, years ahead before he, you know, even wants to admit that things are taking a reverse. He's never gonna admit he was wrong, but he was wrong. Nobody wants to make a live service. This information is outdated. If anything, everybody's running away from it. Look at what PlayStation just announced. Look at what Sega, sorry, was it Sega? Yeah, look at what Sega announced. You know, like, nobody wants to make a live service game. It's a gamble. It's too much of a risk. Everybody's talking about the Steam machine, and the price, and yeah, I'm not fucking with that. Yeah, I'm not fucking with that. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So I gotta watch this. Watch that shit later. Let's go take a look at Digital Foundry's review. So they did a review 4 hours ago, like maybe an hour before we went live. I watched a little bit of it. Actually, I watched the whole thing. I was very disappointed in why they only compared Steam Machine to PS5, but not PS5 Pro. They had no PS5 Pro comparisons. Not one. Now, I know that all the high-level PC-centric websites were given a script for the Steam machine and what they could and could not compare it to. This is, again, another reason as to why PlayStation does not want said games to be on the Steam store anymore, right? It's not the fucking Helix. It's the Steam machine. Valve made a fucking console behind PlayStation's back that performance-wise may run better. Visual-wise does not look better. So, I think it was the CPU is really good, but I think like all the other stuff is not so good. So that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, at no time, I don't know if you guys can see this. At no time did they ever compare it to a PS5 Pro. So we already know the Pro is cheaper than the Steam machine. PS5 and PS5 digital are much cheaper than the Steam machine. I think that when you're looking at the price and you're looking at the games you're going to be able to get, I don't think you're going to care that much about the performance when Wolverine is coming out and it's well optimized for PS5 and PS5 Pro, and the same thing can be said for Grand Theft Auto 6, which will not be on PC, which will not be on Steam this year. Like, it's nice that they're bringing out the Steam machine. It sucks that it's expensive. It sucks that they're barely going to be able to keep it in stock. And that after they said the 25th, they won't actually be able to allow you to buy it. You're going to be randomly picked from some fucking magical lottery. And then maybe you get a message that you are invited to the waiting list. And then after being on the waiting list, they will decide if they want to fucking pick on you a lot. Look, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Yeah, I noticed that I don't think that they used any PlayStation exclusives to compare. Yeah, I don't think they used any PlayStation exclusives to compare. It would have been too straightforward as to what Valve was trying to do, but it doesn't really matter. Shout out to Digital Foundry for protecting the shit out of Valve and being the PC fanboys that I've always said you guys were. If you had any balls, you would compare the PS5 Pro to the Steam machine, but you did not do that. We, as the PlayStation gaming community, we cannot trust you anymore. I will still continue to go forward with what's my series, JTech Foundries. I have one video, and it's gonna be a short one. And I'm doing it oh, that was my USB. I'm doing one reason because no one's talking about it. And the second reason, it's an Unreal Engine 5 game. And I'm trying to remember, is this the video? So again, we got ray tracing and Sword Art Online Echoes of Incrad. This is my gameplay from the demo, which I played like 4 hours straight of it in a live stream for you guys last week. The game was great. I ended up getting the best armor I could at the time. I was able to make it, grind real hard for it. I think I maxed out my weapon. I'm doing 95 damage attached to whatever my health is. Sorry, whatever my attacks is. I do want to get a new shield, but looking good. Now, if you don't know already, in the demo, you can't create your character. You can only create your character in the full game. But this is based on the anime Sword Art Online. And they did something interesting. On Sword Art Online, the demo, it takes place during the beta period that was referred to in the anime many years ago. So everything wasn't all worked out. So that's their explanation for not allowing you to make your own character. Really, they just wanted to put it behind a paywall and not give you too much. Weirdly enough, I was able to play through the first entry-level dungeon, explore the shit out of the town. I've been through 2 different areas so far, and I still got some more to do, right? So I will say one thing. There's a lot to do in Echoes of Incrad. Let me see what they say that I have. I think I got over 8 hours, right? I should have over 8 hours. Whenever they want to load up. It's cool. You don't have to. 12 hours. I'm about to say, I thought my shit wasn't charging up. Why does it feel like my phone, my controller's not charged up? I don't know. So I got 12 hours in the demo. It's a pretty extensive demo. You can max out at the level 15. If you do everything in a demo, that's great. You can transfer all of it over to the full game. So it's a dope ass game. Like I said, running on Unreal Engine 5. A little unstable. I did check the frame rates. It was a little unstable on the frame rates, but it didn't bother me at all. Most of the time it was like around 60 frames, but it would dip. Somebody in chat said, somebody in the chat just said that the Echoes of Incrad demo is bad. It's clunky and the game sucks. Huh. That's weird. Let me see who you are. Yeah, Astrobot Fanboy. I can't agree with you on that one. And I played a lot of JRPGs as well as action RPGs. It's a very good game. And it's a very good demo. The amount of time they give you with the demo, the amount of freedom they give you on the demo is really good. So I'm not going to agree with that. I do have about 4 hours of gameplay for you guys to look over. And I have about 4 different timestamps for the entry-level dungeon that you start out in, the town, as well as the first field area. So if you wanted to check that out, you can check out that. Here we go, right here. About 5 days ago, last week. So that's about 4 hours and 34 minutes of gameplay. You take out the setup, so roughly about 4 hours, over 4 hours of gameplay. Yeah, Astrobot Fanboy, you know, we're gonna not see eye to eye on a lot of stuff. I don't know really where you come from or your background, but your take is ass, bro. Your take sucks. This is coming from a dude that I've been playing the shit out of JRPG since fucking Game Boy. So I'm good, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to your take. I've already played the demo and I played over 21 hours of it. I don't anyway do I see it sucks. Now, if you compare it to all the other ones, it is god tier. Because all the other Sword Art Online games sucked ass. This is the best one they've made. And sad that it took over like 10, 15 years for us to get a good Sword Art Online video game. We've had a lot of Sword Art Online video games, but nothing on this caliber with this quality. So nah. I'm not gonna agree with you on that one, buddy. Bro, stop putting out your opinions. They're wrong. Stop. Let me read what you said. You said this looks like usual Bandai Namco cash grab. What do you mean it looks? If you played it, you would not say that. How is it a cash grab? This is the first time they allow us to see the original story that we fell in love with from our point of view. I don't think that's a cash grab. We got new dialogue. We got new characters. We have a AAA level of polish. That's not a cash grab. A cash grab would be if none of that was included and they didn't work their ass off to make a good game. That's a cash grab. If they just gave us an old Sword Art Online game and put a $70 stamp on it, that's a cash grab. Making a new experience for us, making a new storyline for us, giving us new visuals, giving us new gameplay, that's not a cash grab. That's a new game. This is going to be a test. This kind of reminds me of SOCOM 4, where, let me see what's going on here. SOCOM. I want to show y'all something with SOCOM 4. So SOCOM 4, something similar happened. And what I remember from SOCOM 4 is that there were people that were doing the same thing. They were like, hey, this isn't the game we wanted. It's ass. I'm not going to buy it. Give us SOCOM. What was it? Everybody was asking for SOCOM 2 remake or SOCOM 2 remaster. And I remember you guys just bitching and moaning and bitching and moaning. And then you guys didn't support SOCOM 4, and then Sony was like, oh, okay, you don't want to support the game? We just poured all this money into it. We're going to abandon the IP. We're going to stop making the IP. You guys are ungrateful. And we're also going to close down the studio associated to the IP. Sony doesn't fuck around. Luckily, this isn't a Sony game. This is a Namco Bandai game. But I also would assume that this may be one of the last straws for Sword Art Online. Similar to what happened with Bleach. Bleach was trying to make a comeback. It came out with a game. The game either wasn't received well or was not a good game. And yeah, we don't hear a lot about a Bleach these days anymore. I believe that if Sword Art Online Echoes of Incrad flops in any financial way, you won't see Sword Art Online. If you're a fan of the game, and I know a lot of true fans of the anime and the game, they waited for the quality to catch up to this level. They waited for the game and storyline to take this turn, to go back to the roots of why we love the anime. This game is going to do good. It is going to be busy. It's going to be a cramped summer. But I think this game is going to do really big numbers. I'm going to be enjoying it. And I'm going to play the fuck out of it. I won't be roped in with you guys and your opinions. That's cool. Everybody has their opinions. But you can also be wrong. I have the foresight to understand what happens when a community is ungrateful. And one of the prime examples is SOCOM. Another example is Resistance 3. I remember how Resistance 3 went down too. Yeah, people didn't support that, and they ended up buying the Call of Duty of that year. And then Sony had enough. Sony said, "Fuck it. Okay, you don't like Resistance anymore? Fuck it. We're not gonna make it no more." So, if you like the IP, you're gonna support the IP. If you never liked the IP, you got no reason to support the IP. No, you're good, man. You can say whatever the fuck you want. If you're not a fan of the IP, there's no point in me even take your opinion seriously. That's a fact. There's a lot of people that have criticism about shit that doesn't really involve them. It's not a cash grab. I know what a cash grab is. That's not a cash grab. There are a lot of Sword Art Online games that I skipped because they were not good quality. They were cash grabs, and they were pumping them out so much and had absolutely no quality. They didn't even invest in English voice acting for the majority of them, and I just could not fuck with it. This is the first. You need to understand. Look at it through my eyes. This is the first Sword Art Online that they've invested English voice acting for. You can't call a game a cash grab when they're investing so much fucking money into the game. The game can only be seen as a cash grab if they're not doing anything new with the game whatsoever. They're not investing any type of money into the game whatsoever, and they're putting it out there and hoping that you bite. That's a cash grab. This is not a cash grab. Everything that is this game shows that they worked their ass off to give us a great experience. Redfall is a cash grab. Crossfire X, that was a cash grab. Hellblade 2, that was a cash grab. Those are games they barely fucking did anything with. Short ass games nobody fucking asked for with shitty ass quality. Those are cash grabs. All the studios are about to get shut down from Xbox Studios. They were making Game Pass cash grabs. That's what they were doing. No passion. The one thing I see from this Sword Art Online, I see a lot of passion. I see the people that grew up with this anime. I see the people that love this anime, and they wanted to make a great experience for the fans of the anime. Which again, remember, Sword Art Online, the anime is based off of a VR action RPG. So that is why it has a game, because the anime is based on the aspect of a game. Which I have a couple of reaction people that I'm going to go watch this afternoon to see how they like it. Some new, some old. So I'm going to be checking that out. Okay. Yeah, Lethal, exactly, because you know I forgot that Sony has some stake when it comes to Bandai Namco now. So I forgot all about that. Yeah, they're not, bro. The one thing that everybody kept saying was that the quality was going down in Sword Art Online games. They were releasing them too quickly, and they weren't changing anything. They weren't and one of the biggest problems for me in True Witty is that all of them never had English voice acting. You're releasing the games in the United States game after game, and they never invested in English voice acting. This is the first Sword Art Online game that they invested English voice acting. And they're using a new engine for the first fucking time. I fucks with the game, man. Shit, if I had a character creator, I'd be on that shit every fucking day. And it's a fucking demo. I had to stop myself last week. Okay, everybody. I think we're about to be done with this. I just wanted to get some of this stuff out the way. Let's see. I don't think any of the usual suspects are talking about the Steam machine. It is sad. I've checked a few of them. But yeah, it's a good amount of them that are no longer talking about the Steam machine. Yeah, look at this guy. This Fortenga hasn't made a video in 5 days. A lot of things have happened in 5 days. Yeah, PlayStation announced that they're not putting games on PC. He refused to cover that because that would mean everything he built his channel on would collapse because he was wrong about it. He also isn't talking about the revealed Steam, what is it, the Steam machine price. Like, if you're a PC fan, you're fucking cooked. This Thursday, when the Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders come out and you have to pick between Xbox and PlayStation, I think a lot of people know where they're going to be buying their game. Your favorite rappers, your favorite basketball players, your favorite football players, like anybody from the hood that you know, your favorite actors, you know, your favorite TV stars, they are going to be getting the game. Snoop Dogg's going to be getting that Grand Theft Auto. Guaranteed he's getting it. You think he missing out on that shit? He might be in the damn game. I'm telling you, man. It's going to be a cultural phenomenon. And for the most part, people are going to be buying it on the PS5. And they're going to need one because a lot of them claim that they don't have one. So they're going to have to pick that shit up. Oh, yeah, that new Gundam game looked fire, bro. Look, the quality that Namco Bandai is investing in both of those IPs is commendable. I've skipped a lot of the last Gundam games. I've skipped a lot of the last Sword Art Online games. They kept pumping them out. They kept pumping those 2 games out, and the quality wasn't good. And I could see that shit from afar. I don't got to play a fucking game to see the quality good. I already saw that Sword Art Online was good before I played the demo. It was already a day one for me before I played the demo. I saw how hard they were working. You know, you're a veteran gamer like myself. You see these things, man. You don't need to buy the fucking game. Oh my God, it's good. No, you don't even need to do that. You can just see, you can look at that shit and see that shit is fire. Some games are so big that you just know it's fire. Others, it takes a little bit more skill to see. Like, let's say Grand Theft Auto 6. Everyone knows it's fire. You don't need to play it. You don't need a demo. You don't need a beta, right? But when you're on a veteran level status like myself, there might be smaller games than Grand Theft Auto that more casual gamers just don't see that are good. That's where your skills as a gamer comes in. Like, you've played different types of games. You know what we like. You know what you like. And you can make a more educated analysis on a game with little to go on to see, oh, this is good or this is bad. with a little to no L rate. You know, I don't take a lot of L's on the games I be recommending or I claim or fire. And I think the last L I took on was that boxing game. And that was just hopium right there. I wanted the game to be good enough. I didn't think it was going to be the best. I just wanted to be good enough to drag EA out into the open and so they would try to compete and make a good boxing game. But sadly, it didn't happen. Yeah, I'm glad they trying to step it up finally, bro. We're at the end of the generation. Every developer from Japan that I know, they be using those older engines and stuff. Look, bro, it's been like 6 years of this gen. It's time to upgrade. Everybody should be upgrading to show the world what you really can do with this hardware. And there's no fucking excuses why you can't fucking use this hardware, you know, or know how to. The shit been out for 6 years, 7 years if you had a dev kit. Oh, sorry. I think there was like a couple more little facts that I wanted to show off. So let's just go over this real quick. So I didn't click on any of these because I just didn't have the time to read some of this stuff. So we may go to Reddit and go read some of these comments. But what I do know is that a lot of PC fans, as you can see, a lot of PC fans were really upset when PlayStation announced that games were not going to go to their platform. So look at this. This has 395 upvotes at the time, 251 comments. They were, and this was a part of the PC Master Race Reddit page. It says PlayStation single player games will be platform exclusive. Multiplayer focused titles will still see PC release. They were very upset. I clicked on this one and I read some of the comments. They were very upset. There was like I don't know if y'all ready to laugh at this one, but there was okay. Yeah, there was one Reddit post I saw where they were seeing if anybody could reverse engineer the console version of Grand Theft Auto 6 to get it to run on a PC. I lie to you not. They wanted to see if anybody could reverse engineer the console version of Grand Theft Auto 6 to have it run on a PC. And I captured that shit this morning. It was funny. Oh yeah, I definitely want y'all to see that too. There's something related that I wanted y'all to see. I am trying to find that post. There it is. I found it. Wait a what? Oh, okay. Now I get it. There it is. Okay. I got it. Y'all gonna want to see this one. This one's funny. And y'all, I guarantee you, y'all probably was like, bro, it's no way Jay really found that. Yeah, Jay found that shit. So that was that. This one right here. Y'all wanted that garlic for the PC Master Race Vampires? This right here, you gotta love it. Let me read this one off real quick. There we go. That's much better. So happy this one was full screen. It says the database proves your thesis is a statistical fact. Over 96% of the gaming PC community cannot match or outperform a PS5 Pro natively. The absolute core of the Steam database is heavily saturated by mid to low tier hardware, with cards like the RTX 3060, 4.02%, and the RTX 4060, 3.74%, dominating the charts. Those setups are built for baseline 1080p or entry-level 1440p gaming. They choke entirely if forced to render a modern AAA engine at native 4K without relying on a heavy software reconstruction layers. So this research that we kept getting, right, where we was like, where is the PS5 Pro? Is the PS5 Pro more powerful than most PCs? Yeah, we used to get somewhere close to 80 to 89%. We kind of went up to like 90%. Last month data came in. This month, now we're at 96%. If we get the data on July 2nd for this month, for the month of June, it may go up to 97%. Because more and more people are picking up a PS5 Pro and less people are upgrading their PCs or building a high-level PC. We already know it's very expensive. I have the proof right here that we know how expensive it is to buy the only graphics card that can outperform a PS5 Pro with brute force without relying on DLSS. And that's cool. DSLL? DLSS? Whatever the fuck it is. We know about that. The fake frames. We know about that. Without relying on that, you're going to need this. You're going to need to shell out $4,895 or the equivalent of roughly around $4,000 or $3,000 for this. And then you have to make a PC around that. You got to build a PC around this. And it's going to be expensive with the amount of RAM and memory that you need with the SSD. It's all right. I understand. You guys are cheap. We understand. You're not going to be upgrading your PCs this year. You're not going to be building a new powerful PC this year. But people will be buying a PS5. And they will be buying a PS5 Pro. And they will do it for one game. That's a proven fact. I would love for anybody to challenge me. Because Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders are coming out this Thursday. It will prove me right. It would not be the smartest thing like Alex to publicly say nobody's going to be buying a fucking console for one fucking game. There was, I got the soundbite too. It's weird that he would say that. Where's the soundbite? Ah, there it is. I just listen to this fucking clown.
And number two, even if you no longer put your...
Hold on.
I was never going to buy your console, even if you had all those exclusives not on the PC. And number two, even if you no longer put your games onto the PC platform, I'm still not going to buy your console because a PS5 Pro costs $900 and the PS5 costs $650. Yeah? No thanks. I don't think so, Tim.
So the thing is, when he said the PS5 cost a lot of money, right? I thought it was really funny because when we got the data out earlier today, as you can see right here, the PS5 Pro is $900 or $899, right? So I'm gonna play this soundbite again, and then you're gonna go take a look at the price for the Steam machine. Look at this.
I was never going to buy your console, even if you had all those exclusives not on the PC. And number two, even if you no longer put your games onto the PC platform, I'm still not going to buy your console because a PS5 Pro costs $900 and the PS5 costs $650. Yeah? No thanks. I don't think so, Tim.
So, I don't know who the fuck Tim is, but that's not the dude's name. It's weird. It's just weird that PC fans prematurely shoot themselves in the foot all the time. Like, it took years for me to go through this data, research all this stuff, find out that they were lying to us the whole fucking time. But we now have the data and we can, like, search it on the fly. So the dude said this, I think it was like he must have posted a video yesterday or this weekend, something like that. The video's up. Monday comes around. The Steam machine price comes out. It comes out as actually over $1,000. And then you go look at the PS5 Pro. It's nowhere near $1,000. People in his comment section are saying the PS5 Pro is $1,000. He's not correcting them. He thinks that $650 is a lot of money. Okay, so you think $650 is a lot of money. So what about this? Is this a lot of money? Because you're getting 2 terabytes with the PS5 Pro for $900. If you want 2 terabytes, let me see. If you want 2 terabytes for the Steam machine with the controller, you're paying anywhere between $1,349 or $1,428 if that's with the controller. If it's with the controller, it's an extra $100. And again, if you want the base model with no controller, that's only 512 gigabytes, which again, we don't know how much of that's going to be eaten up by the operating system. That's going to be $1,049. Over $1,000. That one narrative that I heard and saw in the comment section multiple times by PC fans only. No one's going to buy a PS5 for $1,000 just for one game. I will always say that statement all week on Twitter. I'm going to annoy you guys with that statement. Why? Because you guys said that statement. Now, Grand Theft Auto pre-orders are coming out Thursday. People are literally going to buy a console for one game. Like, I don't understand why anybody would say such a fucking stupid phrase. It's not like what I've said. I've been saying this for years. Putting games on PC did not help us. I said that from the very beginning. Putting games on PC would not help us as PlayStation gamers. 6 years later, it never helped us get a new game. We wanted new games from the revenue from the PC, right? We did not get that. We got new games because we kept buying the games. We did not get new games because PC fans were buying the game. Dumbest phrase ever. Oh, no one's going to buy a console for one game. Bro, you know how many people picked up a PS4 just for Bloodborne? Or for God of War 2018? Or for Spider-Man 2018? Or for Ghost of Tsushima? Or for The Last of Us Part 2? Come on, man. Stop. Stop it. You know how many people got to pick up a PS5 for Wolverine and Grand Theft Auto 6 alone? Like, one of the dumbest things that you can allow your fan base to say is no one's going to buy your console for one game. This year will be more profitable for PlayStation than last year. That's a fact. And it's going to be because of one game. Gotta love it. So again, can you guys please stop lying about PS5 Pro being $1,000? Because it's not. Your system is $1,000. PS5 Pro is not $1,000. I do not understand why PC fans continue to go to the comment section in their little troll bunkers and lie about the PS5 Pro being $1,000. People will buy the system for one game, but stop saying that it's $1,000. Your system is $1,000. The PS5 Pro is not $1,000. And when I picked mine up, it was $700. I traded my PS5 digital in for the PS5 Pro, and I got that shit for $257. So go suck it. For real. You gotta love it, man. Look at that. It says $899.99. It is not fucking $1,000. I do not understand why you guys love lying. You just blatantly lie. And then it comes back to haunt you in the end. That's what's so funny. That's what I love about it. I can't stop you from lying, but it is making my job much, much easier. Yeah, he may be saying that, but he's directing his aggression towards PlayStation. Monte. He's definitely speaking towards PlayStation. Yeah. Speaking of, I guess we should go check in on Oh No It's Alex. I don't really go to his channel. There we go. I can't tell the difference between the two. Okay. So, did he say anything today?
You know, the past couple of months have been actually kind of insane when you're looking at what PlayStation could be doing to their PC ports and on Steam. Because according to Insider Gaming saying this, PlayStation CEO says a game console is necessary for playing games.
He is so salty. I don't really care. What I care about is seeing if he's posted a new video for today, and he didn't because he's a pussy. All of that fucking horse shit about how expensive a PS5 Pro is, and he posted this video he posted this video 3 days ago. The PlayStation video he posted 3 days ago. So it didn't even take more than a fucking week for him to be wrong. So now he has to go. I don't know how he's gonna recover. My strategy behind it, just looking at it strategically, and we're gonna do this because it's fucking interesting. So let's go get this up on a board, and then let's talk about how he's going to make a fool out of himself. I just want you guys to look at this while we're talking. Literally, there is a PC fan, and I quote, it says, "Is there any technical way modders could port Grand Theft Auto 6 to PC at launch, or are we 100% locked out?" I'm gonna keep this up here because, again, when PC fans keep saying they're not desperate for the game, I have more than enough evidence to prove that you are desperate. I'm gonna keep this one up here while I talk about Alex, dumbass. So, Alex, you got less than 2 days. Monday is over with. It is like 6:17, and I know you're not gonna post a video late at night. So you got Tuesday and you got Wednesday. On Thursday, it's over. So you either talk about the Steam machine having a high price this week, or you're just gonna get shitted on by everybody that's picking up a PS5 for Grand Theft Auto. Because you said people weren't going to do that. I don't give a fuck about you. You were never a customer. You already admitted as much. You said you weren't going to buy a PlayStation because they were putting games over there. And now that they're not putting games over there, you're still not going to buy a PlayStation. You don't matter. Not like the hundreds of thousands or millions of people that are going to pick up a PS5 between now and November for one game. They're not going to have a problem paying for the price. If we look at the Steam machine that is actually over $1,000 and it is weaker than a PS5 Pro, people are going to have a problem with that. On the performance side, it might be good. Visuals and graphics, this shit's weak. Like most of the PCs that are weaker than the PS5 Pro. So, I would love for what's his name? Alex. I would love for him to actually make a video about how expensive the Steam machine is. No other PC fan has made one. I don't really know if any of them are. I know the ones that are hired, the content creators, the influencers, they received the Steam machine and they did a proper review. I can't trust anything they said. I have already skimmed ahead of the Digital Foundry review and it was fucking embarrassing. We already know they're PC fans. It's alright. But if they really wanted to make that Steam machine look like it was worth $1,000, they would compare it to the PS5 Pro. Performance and visual. Those deep dives they love to do, go do one. Compare it to the PS5 Pro. But you're not going to do that. It's going to be an amazing week. Oh no, Alex only has 2 days to have to retract all his fucking bullshit he just said about PlayStation costing a lot. Fuck, $260 is a lot for you? Like the PC Master Race, you guys expose yourself all the time. So if $260 is a lot for you and you speak for the PC community, right? Doesn't that mean that they're not upgrading their PCs? That means that they have weaker PCs than the majority of PS5s and PS5 Pros. Because you guys are not upgrading your shit. Because you said $650 is too expensive, so I know $4,000's out of your ballpark. Remember, oh no, it's Alex said $650 for a PS5 is too expensive. No one's gonna buy a console for $650 just for one game. No one's buying a PS5 Pro just for one game. You want to bet? I'll bet your PC. I bet your PC that people this year will buy a PS5 Pro at a higher volume than people upgrade to their gaming PCs to a 5090. I guarantee it. Let's bet. People buying a PS5 Pro versus people buying a 5090 to upgrade their PC. Let's bet. You think people gonna spend $900 for Grand Theft Auto 6 or $5,000? Y'all, you know how you guys like to make up fucking numbers? I see that it's not 5,000. That's actually 4,895. But see, you see that dumb shit you guys do? You jack up the fucking price to something that is not visible. It's not $5,000. That is $4,895. I don't understand the PC community and why they like lying so much. I know they're the cousins of the Xbox fans, but wow, they're the worst. They are the worst. I guarantee you, though. We round that out to what? $4,800 versus a $900 PS5 Pro. I guarantee you the PS5 Pro is going to sell faster than the 5090. And it shouldn't. You want to know why? Because there's so many people in the PC community with weak ass rigs. They need to upgrade this year. They're holding everybody back. That's a fact right there. They're holding everybody back. They got weak ass tech, bro. I got the data up here, bro. Look at this shit. They got weak tech. It says it right here. Over 96% of the gaming PC community cannot match or outperform a PS5 Pro natively without any tricks. We're talking about the ones that are playing on desktops, not a PC-centric handheld, not a fucking laptop. You guys are the PC master race, not the handheld master race, not the laptop master race. You're the PC master race. When it comes to people playing on a desktop, on a gaming rig, not a laptop, not a handheld, a gaming rig, you guys can't outperform a PS5 Pro. Most of you guys, not all, most of you guys. The number's only going to get worse as the year goes on because more people will buy a PS5 Pro for one game. They will buy a $900 console for one game. They will do the one thing you weirdo fanboys kept saying they will not do. It will happen this year. This week. Come on, man. This week, people about to get proven wrong. PC fans are out of touch, man. Once they lost, they should have just shut their fucking mouth. Because now, all of that shit y'all said is about to be proven wrong in 2 days. Unless some miracle happens, in the next 2 days, when Grand Theft Auto pre-orders drop, hey, bro, it's game over. There's going to be little to no reason to own your fucking, own a PC this holiday season. You got Wolverine, you got Grand Theft, you're good. Get a PlayStation 5. And we got God of War to look forward to. We got the Marvel fighting game, which is not available on Switch, not available on Xbox. Come on, man. We got Soros that's currently out, not available on any other platform, exclusive. Come on, man. I'm not buying a fucking system for one game. Who cares what the fuck you buy? Everybody else is. Yeah, Lethal, I know they're not going to drop 4 to 5 bands, but what's funny is he made it seem like, I'm going to play the soundbite so everybody can understand how much of a dumbass he is. He made it seem like $650 is a lot of money. He's like, oh, nobody's going to buy a console for $650 just to play exclusives. Bro, he made it seem like $650 is like so much out of the realm of possibility. And then, because I want to be a smartass, I'm going to make sure we put the price. I want to put that price right here. Let's put the price of the Steam machine right here, right in front of your face, and then let you listen to your own words. You sound like a dumbass. I don't give a fuck who says it. Let's listen to Oh No It's Alex while the truth is right in front of him.
I was never going to buy your console, even if you had all those exclusives not on the PC. And number two, even if you no longer put your games onto the PC platform, I'm still not going to buy your console because a PS5 Pro costs $900 and the PS5 costs $650. Yeah? No thanks. I don't think so, Tim.
Idiot. He said that shit with his chest. He sounded like a straight fucking idiot with his chest. Let's listen to that again. Listen to the emphasis on $650 like it was so much money. Let's listen to that. Let's listen to that.
I was never going to buy your console, even if you had all those exclusives not on the PC. And number two, even if you no longer put your games onto the PC platform, I'm still not going to buy your console because a PS5 Pro costs $900 and the PS5 costs $650. Yeah? No thanks. I don't think so, Tim.
Bro, I wanted to make a video about Oh No, It's Alex, and then I was like, how short it would be to just completely destroy him. I was like, I might as well add it to the live stream because he ain't even worth a video. It's way too easy. He talking about $650 for a PS5 to play Grand Theft Auto, and you looking at this over $1,000 over $1,000 glorified gaming box. They cannot keep up with the PS5. Can't fucking hold a candle to the PS5 Pro, and it's still more expensive than the PS5 Pro. That's what's crazy. This shit is more expensive than a PS5 Pro and weaker than a PS5 Pro at the same time. I love this song. This is my favorite song. Until Thursday. Thursday is going to be a beautiful song. Everybody knows that. People are going to be jumping at the chance to secure a $650 PlayStation 5 digital. They're going to jump at the chance to get one. For Grand Theft Auto. For one game. They're going to buy a console for one game. The one thing you fanboys are saying, they're going to buy a console for one game. That is what's going to happen. Every one of your statements are going to be proven wrong Thursday. And from Thursday all the way to November, proven wrong. One after another. Wrong, 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 wrong. This is what we at. Big and bold. Y'all can see it right there. We gotta end the show with this. I'm not gonna leave off this picture. I'm not gonna leave off this picture because this shit is that fucking important. So remember, the PS5 Pro is $150 less than an entry-level Steam machine. Sorry. I said that wrong. Yeah, the PS5 Pro is currently retails for approximately $150 less than the Steam machine. Yeah. Than the 2 terabyte, because you have to compare the 2 terabyte to the PS5 Pro, because the PS5 Pro has 2 terabyte. If you compare the PS5 Pro to the 515 gigabyte, that's unfair. That's where it gets really crazy. The base model, which is $1,050, is $1,050 for the 516 gigabyte. But if I'm not mistaken, a normal PS5, I think either comes with 1 terabyte or like 800 gigabytes. So you're getting more memory on a normal PS5 at $650 compared to paying $1,000 for a imitation console that won't have Wolverine. It will not have Grand Theft Auto 6 this holiday season, and it has less memory. But I maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am though. How much memory does a brand new base level PS5 digital console have versus the Steam machine base model? And what is the price difference between the two platforms?
The base PS5 digital has 16 gigabytes of memory and 825 gigabytes of storage. The base Steam machine has 16 gigabytes of DDR5 system RAM, plus 8 gigabytes of VRAM, and 512 gigabytes of storage. Steam machines typically cost about $450 more.
$450 more, and you're getting less. You're getting less memory. I'll put it up on screen. That's a lot because it just is. And I'm trying to capture 3 versions of the same image because there's so much. I want to condense it, not to confuse anybody. They said the price difference is approximately $600 to $680. So you're paying $680 more for a fucking Steam machine. Fucking idiots. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? It's too easy. And no controller, by the way. That's with no controller, by the way. That's no controller. If you want a controller, it's going to cost more than that. What in the fuck is really going on here? That's no controller, by the way. Damn. Thanks for adding that. Who added that? Monte White. Shout out to Monte White for adding that. He said no controller, bro. You're paying $1,000 for an imitation console with no fucking controller. PS5 sitting over there at $650 with a controller, waiting for Grand Theft Auto, waiting for Wolverine to come out this fall. Meanwhile, you won't be watching that. Well, you won't be playing that shit. You will be watching us. But you won't be playing it. 1, 2, 3. I know they tired of me in the PSL OG chat, but trust me, you gotta thank me later. Steam machine. It's good to break down this stuff because, you know, who else can you depend on when PC fans aren't doing their fucking job, right? They remind me of the Xbox fans that when bad news comes out, they fucking hide. Okay, so when it's bundled with a Steam controller, it's $1,128. That was the price that I didn't get on the original screenshot that I was just showing you guys. So the PS5 digital retails for anywhere between $450 all the way to 400. That's wrong. That's not the price of the PS5 digital anymore, right? I thought the PS5 digital was more expensive than that. Hold on. I want to make sure they get the right information. What is the current price of the PS5 digital versus the price of a Steam machine bundled with the controller for comparison? I also want to know what the difference in the available storage is for the normal PS5 digital versus the standard Steam machine with the controller. Let's get all that info. Why did they say the PS5? Why did they say the PS5 digital is like fucking $450? Isn't that the old price? Isn't it like, what is it now? Like fucking $600?
The PlayStation 5 Digital Edition costs around the same as the new Steam machine, including a controller based on 2026 pricing. The PS5 Digital has more storage than the Steam machine, but the exact difference isn't specified in this information.
Okay. Okay, there we go. It's approximately $528 more expensive. Yeah, because the PS5 digital, you see how I could have went with this old news? Nah, we can't use that. That's false. I got the updated screenshot. Don't worry, guys. That was outdated. I was like, bro, that. So I'm gonna tell you right now, if the Steam machine came out when the PS5 and PS5 Pro were on the old price point, bro, it would have looked a lot worse. It looks really bad for them right now, though. So the PS5 digital comes with 1 terabyte of SSD memory, but the usable space is 842. Okay. And the Steam machine has 512 gigabytes. Oh, Jesus. 512 gigabytes, but the usable space is around 460. So that's not good. Okay, I think I have a better thing for you guys. Let me see. I think I have a better piece of data for you guys. I think the way this one's set up, you guys are gonna like it. This way we'll have all the information on screen and we won't have to like use any other images. So there we go. Man, I feel like if you're arguing with a PC fan today, it's so easy to destroy them. It's not really it's not that hard to make them look stupid. Okay, my fault, guys. So I sent the correct screenshots. Trying to figure out what the fuck going on with my daggone what's name. I don't know what's going on with my controller. It's not trying to charge up. Maybe that's something wrong with that one. Okay, everything's good. I'm gonna charge up my phone because my phone's trying to die on me. Being digital, a digital person. Gotta make sure everything charged up. We're gonna be doing a live stream on Thursday. It's an obvious choice what everybody's gonna vote on, but I'm gonna do a vote in the community section between buying Grand Theft Auto this week or buying Halo. I already know how the votes are gonna go, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. So here's the updated data. So this is what we got right here. So it says, here you go. It says the Steam Machine bundle is approximately $528 more expensive than the PS5 Digital. The PS5 Digital Edition Slim, which is $600. Note the price for the PS5 Digital recently increased to $600 in the United States, up from $450 to $500 previously. The Steam Machine, right, has to be bundled with the controller for this comparison, is $1,128. The breakdown, the base 512 gigabyte Steam Machine console is $1,050, rounded up. And the bundle with the controller adds roughly a $79, bringing the total to $1,128. So, you know, I'm going to tell you right now, this is not a good look. This one is the one I said that I like because we have all the data here and we can break it down together. So again, you're looking at that price for the PS5 Digital. It's sitting at $599, and you're getting Grand Theft Auto 6 this year. You're getting Wolverine PS5 this year. With the Steam Machine standard, did I do it right? Am I doing it right? Yeah. Fuck it. I'm gonna keep it here. So with the Steam Machine standard, it's $1,128. The total storage for PS5 digital, you have 1 terabyte, most common. For the Steam Machine, you're getting almost half of that. That's 512. So you're paying almost half as much, and you're getting half as less memory. That sucks. When it comes to usable memory, still pretty much half. You're getting 842 gigabytes of usable storage. And then for the Steam Machine, it's estimated. We don't know yet, but we got to use the estimate because PC fans love doing stupid shit like that. 460 gigabytes estimated, not confirmed. The PS5 digital edition, for $600, it does include the controller. If you pay less than $1,128, which is the version with the controller bundle, and you only opt to pay $1,050, you're still looking at a much more expensive piece of hardware that is weaker and has less features, and it won't have the controller. So there's that. This looks bad. Like, I thought it was gonna look bad before the price hike, but even with the price hike, it looks really bad for Valve. The Steam controller isn't a Pro controller. It's just a Steam controller that not a single person cares about. Nobody in the gaming community is bragging about that ugly piece of shit. And yes, it is very, very ugly. Listen, I understand you're here to hype up that shit, but bro, y'all bitch about the price of the PS5, so now what you gonna say about that shit? That's all I care about. If you want to come here and start trouble, I'm ready for you. Remember, the PS5 is so expensive, right? Let me help you out. I love helping people out. I already figured you didn't have a profile picture, especially about it, the way your name looks. I think I've been perfectly clear. I don't have time to go back and forth with faceless trolls. I only want to deal with the PC fans that have the balls to show their face. You have 0 subscribers. You made your YouTube account as a troll account back in June 26, 2023, and you have absolutely no videos on your account. There's nothing here. You don't have a banner. You don't have a profile picture. You don't have any message in your About Me section. You have a playlist for music, but that's it. That's it. You don't have any. There's nothing else here. Any last words? Just call me Doofus? Okay, I guess so. Have fun. See, they think that because I give them attention, I'm going to go back and forth. We don't do that here. Make another account and you'll get blocked. Where the real PC fans at? You know, like all the ones that said that the PS5 is too expensive. Anybody? What is he talking about? What is Luke Stevens talking about?
So GTA 6, of course, is coming, and it's generating a lot of discourse, a lot of, dare I say, hype. I said it. I said the word. I did it. Cancel me. I don't care. But a lot of people are talking about it, but inevitably there's going to be some people who are like, looks bad. Because of course there are. There's going to be some people who look at this and are like, oh, looks like a PS3 game to me. And we've already started to see that with some of the like artwork reveals and stuff. People being like, I don't know. I can see that there's some buildings you can't go into. I've seen that there's some stuff that that looks like a video game running on a 2020 piece of hardware. I'm not that impressed, you know? And there's people being like, I can see clipping. I can see that there's a moment where somebody's shoe clips into some of the models over there, or this lighting artifact happens. And like, they're just describing a video game, but they're freaking out. But I saw this and I just wanted to show it because I find it remarkable. Because I've heard people, and I think a lot of them are trolling, okay? This is a great example of Poe's Law. If you don't know Poe's Law is like a law of the internet, which is that you reach a point where you cannot tell the difference between parody and an extremist view because they're basically the same. So you can't tell if somebody's being serious or if they're just a troll because they look the same. And
you know what I love about this is that Luke Stevens is PC centric, right? But he has a console because he knows exclusives exist, right? He still feels that all games should be on PC deep down inside, but at the end of the day, he has a PlayStation right next to a PlayStation controller right next to his cup. It's a Pro controller, by the way. He has 2 mouses and 2 fucking keyboards. He probably has multiple monitors he's looking at, and he has a dope ass setup, right? He's not a bad person, and I follow him and subscribe to him, and he has some really good takes, and some takes not so. I wouldn't agree with those. But even he is realizing that PC fans are trolls. He is not identifying them as PC fans, but the only people that are going to talk negatively about Grand Theft Auto this week are going to be PC fans because they're going to be very salty that they're not getting a game at day one.
I think that's happened a lot with like the GTA 6 discourse of people being like, looks bad, looks like last gen or whatever, doesn't look that upgraded. There's definitely trolling going on here, but there are some people who are just shockingly stupid, okay? Like there are some people out there who just say things and you're like, you're allowed to drive a car. I'm amazed, you know? And those are the people that I want to reference here, because I found this clip posted by John. I don't know who originally edited it. It looks like GU1 Gulmaz. I don't know, but he edited together a staging of different scenes that we see in the trailer for GTA 6 and compared it to staging using using GTA 5's tool set. To just put them side by side to show like roughly what you could see in the original game, the last GTA game, and compare it to what you see just casually in the footage for GTA 6 and stuff. One of the most immediate things, like obviously, it's the small details, but when you see it side by side, it really paints the clear picture. Even little things like the muscles tensing in the tricep as he starts walking and pushing through. That's insane. Dude, he's got arm hair that's like realistically rendered as he's driving around. All of these touches are just absolutely insane. The coins shifting in the drawer as he pulls it out of the cash register. Like there's so many little things and little touches, and that's where Rockstar tends to really excel, is in the fine details. But when you see this side by side, you can start to see like GTA 5 is not a bad looking game. It never was. And it's aged honestly quite well for being a 2013 video game. But when you see these side by side shots recreating similar camera angles and structure, I mean, it really paints the picture clearly how much of a massive leap this is. You gotta love Trevor. Or maybe this is Cassini game. I don't know. There's multiple watermarks on it. Who knows who the original creator is? Unfortunately, stuff gets taken and stolen every which way nowadays. But there's just a lot of the.
He's right. PC fans did look. Like I said, I'll show you right now. X-Men Origins Wolverine versus Marvel's Wolverine gameplay. They do this shit all the time. And normally it's PC fans. Most notably, it's PC fans. Now, what was funny here is this person is comparing the gameplay to CGI. So they're complaining. Let me just turn this volume down real. They're comparing the CGI from this video game to the gameplay cutscene for Wolverine 2016. But this is the PC community. They can't fight fair. And they're trying to make the new game look bad, but they make it look better because you're comparing CGI to gameplay. And the gameplay looks better than the CGI from 2009. I don't even understand how you compare the two. But again, they really kept doing that shit. Yeah, they did it here too. This was the notable one. Now I think this is a good comparison because you're on the truck on the older game, so it makes sense that you compare it. But you know what that proves? That proves that Insomniac took inspiration from this game and made it better. I think that charge hit right there that he did, I think that if dismemberment was on, I think that he would have cut his head. Sorry, I can't talk right now. He would have cut his head clean off. I think they toned down some of the dismemberment and stuff like that because they just didn't want to scare people too much. But I think Naughty Dog went all in. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. But if you wanted to see what they're like bitching about, this is what they're bitching about. So I wanted to show you what this was all about. I already knew they were gonna have fucking music. Let me mute this off. So this is what they're talking about. They want this in the game. Now, what's interesting about Deadpool, I think when he heals, his suit comes back, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not sure. But his harness is still there, you know. But this is what they say they want. They're not claiming it, but they're insinuating it on that video. Other people are just flat out saying it. They're like, oh, there's not, the healing is not that good or whatever. Let me show you another one. I guess this is the Deadpool game versus Wolverine. And you can see how Wolverine goes almost all the way down to the skeleton. And I don't know if people really need that, but they claiming when they do these comparisons that they want to like see it and stuff. And I don't know. But that's what they claiming. So we gonna see. I think if Insomniac goes all the way down to the muscle tissue or to the bone, it'll look dope. They'll make it look really good. But I don't feel like they need to listen to the fans. I think they already know where they're gonna go with it. And I think they're gonna go pretty deep to the bone, no pun intended. But it's just weird. It's really weird when you see them trying to compare a fucking PS2, PS3 port to a fucking PS5 game. We're gonna have I think we got the brown suit already confirmed. We're gonna probably have the classic yellow and blue suit also that he's showing off here. It just, bro, it's really funny to see them do this, but I didn't expect anything less. That's what I was saying, Lethal. Comparing gameplay to CGI is nasty work. That's fucking wild. Comparing a PS2 port of a PS3 game to a PS5 native game, that's fucking stupid. That's not nasty work. That's just plain stupid. The combat looked like it was fun, but I think that they're going to do a lot better with the combat on Wolverine. I remember people doing some crazy combos when it came to Spider-Man. And I like that Wolverine is going to, you know, is more melee. He's not shooting webs or anything. And he also, I don't know if it's confirmed, but, you know, I know in the comic book he could heat. I learned this recently that he can heat up his inner body to like make his claws like flaming hot. So I didn't know he could do that. There was one thing I wanted to show you about Wolverine that I found out that he partnered up with Punisher. Wolverine Punisher comic book. And yeah, there it is right there. So so the thing is, and I have the pictures. I don't know if I could show it, but I'm just gonna show it. Basically, Wolverine was fighting Punisher, and you guys are gonna love this. Punisher shot Wolverine in the face with a shotgun. He shot his face off. Literally, it's in the comic book. It's on YouTube. It's probably one of the funniest fucking things. You know, Wolverine and Punisher do not like each other. But it's just like, yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's about, like, Wolverine about to be a great fucking video game. Could be so many Easter eggs and shit like that. It's gonna be dope, bro. We already know also that Wolverine and Captain America are like really close because of their military background. I can't wait to see how many outfits they add in this video game, bro, because I think they can get away. I think they can get away with a cool 50 if they wanted to. They can go to 70 because it's like, yeah, they can get away with a lot. But yeah, fucking Punisher shot Wolverine's face off. Literally, he shot his face off with a shotgun. Look at that. He shot his face off with a shotgun. Punisher does not fucking play, bro. He shot Wolverine's face clean off. The skin clean off with a shotgun. Oh, man. Oh, bro. Punisher's a fucking... Punisher is fucking legendary, bro. Oh, man. Yeah. Punisher was definitely playing dirty. Because he had to. Whoa, what the fuck? They were fighting midgets? Yeah, this is Punisher. This is Punisher and Wolverine. That makes fucking sense. They were killing everybody in that shit. Bro, what? He ran him over with a fucking... Bro, what the fuck, bro? I can't wait for this fucking game. I can't wait to see the Punisher in the Spider-Man movie too, man. I think that's gonna be dope. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Yeah, I like that they finally got Punisher to his Yeah, got his fucking symbol right somewhat. That's gonna be fucking dope. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I feel like Punisher just didn't get a lot of shine. I know the type of hero he is, but I think he should have got a lot more shine, man. Yeah, I'm hearing that they might have more to do with Punisher this time around because people love Punisher, man. He's a fucking dope character, bro. Wolverine and Moonlight confront the Punisher. Damn, what is he wearing? Like samurai armor? Oh, he was a... Hold on. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? That's the hand. That's Punisher. Both of them are gonna be in the new Spider-Man movie. Oh man, I'm seeing that movie day one. I have to see that movie day one. Wolverine and Punisher again. Oh, and then he got his brown suit on again. Bro, I don't know how many versions of the brown suit they're gonna have, but I hope that some of the suits it has like an alternate color so that you could make it the brown and yellow suit, because there are so many different versions of the brown suit. I'm glad they're adding their spin on the original one, but I would love to see some of the other suits with the brown suit. Punisher is a fucking crazy character, bro. He's not even a superhero, and he lives through a lot of crazy shit. Yeah, Punisher's a fucking dope fucking character. I would love to see Punisher and Deadpool meet. I think that would be a cool meeting for MCU. That would be dope. Yeah, it looks like Punisher and Wolverine really don't like each other for real. Damn. He got really fucked up right there. I'm just getting excited about fucking the whole MCU again, man. Fuck. Next month about to be a big month for oh my god. You know what? I forgot this suit. I can't, bro. If they got the X-Men Legends suit in this fucking Wolverine, I'm gonna go fucking crazy, bro. They gotta have the X-Men Legends suit in that bitch. They got to, bro. Whatever it takes. They got that one right there. They gotta have this Wolverine X-Men Legends suit in there. They gotta have that shit. Shit. Bro, they put that shit in there, it's over. I know a couple of suits that are gonna resonate with people, like the tank top suit and stuff like that. But putting the X-Men Legends suit in there is gonna be a nice cherry on top. This was the game. I really love this game. This game was so well done, bro. Yeah, there it is. Classic Wolverine. This game was, I don't give a fuck what it looked like right now. This shit was so fucking dope. This was so fucking dope. This was such a great game. And it was a good RPG, man. Like, it was a really good action RPG. The CGIs are really good too, bro. Like, they really did good with the CGIs. Oh, so what they made an X. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did have a lot of mutants, bro. They had a lot of fucking characters in that shit. So I guess this is like X-Men Legend, the best X-Men game so far. X-Men Legends 2. It really was good, because if we didn't have X-Men Legends 1, we wouldn't have 2. But if 2 didn't do so good, what was it? Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 and eventually 3 would never exist. Like, so if it wasn't for this, we would never have Marvel Ultimate Alliance. This shit went hard, bro. I remember all this shit. This shit was fucking fire. Yeah, they got it. They have to add the X-Men Legend suit. Just for shits and giggles. Got it. They got it. They gotta add it. Add the Wolverine X-Men Legend suit on there. Watch everything come into focus. I think if Echoes of Incrad does good, they're gonna add a multiplayer or co-op aspect to the game easy. And I think they can do that shit real quick. I think they already got that shit on the back burner. Oh goodness. Yeah, X-Men Legends, bro. X-Men Legends, I really if Activision never made that game and it still ended up being like that, we would have had it back by now. Yeah, we definitely would have had it back by now, but sadly Activision made it and Disney does not fuck with Activision. So yeah, it does not look like what the fuck is Dirk Griggity talking about? Bro, what the fuck? Why is he still talking about Gears like anybody gives a fuck? This Thursday, people are going to buy a PS5 regardless for Grand Theft. They're going to completely forget about Gears. It's going to be Grand Theft and Wolverine, guaranteed. Remember, Wolverine comes out before Gears. So it's going to be getting a lot of people to buy the system anyway, and then Grand Theft Auto's gonna boost that hype. Yeah, Gears isn't gonna do what they think it's gonna do. I'm letting you guys know right now. Gears is not gonna do what they think it's gonna do. Yeah, nobody cares that Gears. I want Gears to be a console exclusive, to be honest. I'm happy about that, and I was hoping that they would have kept Halo too, because that means the entire responsibility of the financial success or failure of the game is the responsibility of the Xbox and PC community. You know, now the game's gonna do good because it's over here. Gears, though, that will not do good. There's not gonna be a lot of money pouring into a Gears game. same month as Call of Duty? Fuck no. But they'll figure that out at the last minute. Yeah, they're Griggity. He'll figure that out at the last minute. But he's a big fanboy, so even when he's wrong and even when, you know, all the chips are down, he's not gonna care. Then again, they have to worry about all of next month with all the negative news about to happen. So he'll learn. We'll learn a lot of developments about where the money comes from, how much money is going into Xbox, what needs to change, what will they change, will they boost Game Pass, or will they just close down a lot of studios and cancel a lot of games. Next month's going to be very entertaining. Very entertaining. Well, guys, it is 7:13. I really appreciate your support. You'll be seeing a vote. You'll be seeing like a voting thing in a community section over the next 2 days for me to either buy Halo and secure that, or for me to buy Grand Theft. And the decision will be made on Thursday because I think YouTube sent me my payment either today, and if it's not in the bank account today, it'll be tomorrow. So I'm not gonna be doing anything. I'll make sure the money goes straight directly to purchasing one of those games this Thursday and getting them out of the way. I would love to get Grand Theft out the way, so I don't gotta worry about paying for that shit, and just all I have to do is put in my time in at work. So I'm hoping I can do like about 3 to 4 days. I'm gonna be honest, 3 to 4 days. And it depends on which version I'm gonna buy too, because if they have a version that you can buy and you can get the game early, I'm definitely doing that. So I don't know if they are, but I'm very, very excited about Thursday and how that's going to snap a lot of crazy fanboys back to reality. You guys have a great night. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out, and if you haven't subscribed, click that button as well as the notification so YouTube can do their part to notify you when we are live or video is posted. I'm out. Good night.